Okay. I think I have everything. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. That says I was early. That says Stream Elements Eland is now live streaming VR chat. 8:59. My clock said 9. The hell? Hi Smile. Hi Elder. Hi Yuki. Hi Lost One. Hi Zuvi. Hi cute nerds. Eland, you are early, you late. Yuki Pickletour. Hi Dr. Air. Hi Air. I'm late. It's clearly midnight. You were late. It's early, Lynn. I do think I was actually... Well, okay, I don't know if I was early or if Chatterino time is just behind or not. I got Yulin bread, shortbread. Oi! Is 5'7" short? Because we were arguing about that at Bronzebeard's Tavern. About whether 5'7" is short or not. Yes? See, I think by American standards it is. I think the average is like 5'9", 5'10". Oh, I put my tracker on the wrong side. Oh, I know where I can hide. Oh, I'm so smart.
I see what you did there.
Bloop. I'm in space, so I can just up. According to stream time, you start at 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah, so it sounds like my clock time is off, which is stupid, because like the clock on my computer should fucking update like constantly. Hi, Archangel. Are you going to bed, Smile? Good night. Sleep well. Everything below 6 feet is a goblin. Apparently anything under 6 is short for the sake of being bullied. For the sake of being bullied, yes. But, like, by US standards, 5'9" is, like, average. Which puts 5'7" within 2 inches of that, so it's not that short, but it is on the shorter end. The world standard is, like, 5'7", 5'8". So by world standard, I'm, like, right there. But, you know, that's including the Philippines. The only reason Americans say 6 feet is good and shorter is bad is because 6 feet is a round number height. In places that use metric, it's like 5'7" or something that is considered normal. Regardless, is 5'7" or short or not? You use short and I need to put some inches in it. Oi, oi, oi. Ah. 260. Gah. The average height for men varies across the world. The average male is about 5 feet 9 inches tall in the United States. Hey, not all Filipino are short. Not all of them. But, like, as an average... As an average, violent sneeze. They're on the shorter end. They have strange height situations. Some of them are freaking giant and the rest are tiny. No middle ground. Bless. I would imagine there is a... Oh, there is a middle ground, but... I know Japan's like that with dick sizes. Where some of them are, you know, haha... small Asian dick. And some of them are hung like horses, as I've seen it described. Of course you'd know this. That is kind of a sussy thing to know, isn't it? I didn't think about that when rattling that factoid off. Hi, B-Top. No, I remember reading, it was about brothels in Japan. And how there was like a crackdown from the government to stop a lot of them. But a lot of them were just not getting targeted. And I remember one of the girls talking about it, and she was like, yeah, I worked at one of these. Some days you didn't have any clients, some days you had 5. Hi, Kisu. Talked about dick sizes of the Japanese people. Just very like, yeah, I worked at a brothel, here's what it was like. You know, I made this much money a month. And I got to work as however much as I wanted, right? So, like, there were boring months where I got to work a lot. Then, you know, finals would come around, and I'd be like, hey, I gotta focus on school, so I'm not gonna do this. Which was like, wait a minute, hold on. How young was she for this? But they're, God, well, I think they might have been able to, like, start at 16 or something. Hi, Nanada. Where were we? We were at Slav Squat. Hi, Bits. Frick you. Bendy's. Bits hostile right out the gates. Oh, that's just the last, like, month. He comes in with Frick you and... Hi, Air. Hi, Icy Cute Dork. Hi, Nick. Do I see the cute and adorable Yuland and Icy Fire? Yup. And I don't know if you're gonna see Freya today. I have words for her. I'm mad at her. For legal reasons, this is a joke. I am in no way mad at Freya. But I'm gonna say that I am, because when she gets here, I need to remind myself to be like, Freya, how could you do this to me? I keep bringing up the menu. You? 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 Hi, Alex. Gotta put on your war face for Freya. How are you, Icy Fire? Hi, Big Deck. Cami Stretch. That's where we're at. How are you, Ewan? I'm good. I forgot to go to the grocery store yesterday. So I'm short on food. I didn't have any milk this morning, which has me just a little cranky, but I'll get some soon. Ewan's war face is the Ahegao face. Maybe. Maybe. That's not the point, Air, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something bothers me. I'll probably remedy it ASAP, but that's me. Well, I couldn't remedy it ASAP. The reason I didn't go to the grocery store yesterday was because they close at 10 p.m. Like, I just cannot go to the grocery store. And then they opened at 6. I could have gone, but I'm not going to the fucking grocery store at 7 in the morning. Like, what the heck? 2, 3, I would go at 6 a.m. Ugh. I don't know how crowded it is at 6 a.m. Actually, no, I could look it up how crowded. I don't think it's that crowded. Hi, Riddle. Good morning, Ewan. I'll go morning pancake. I like to go at 9, an hour before they close, because that's when the least people are there. You wake up at 4 a.m.? Oh my god. I usually at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. 2, 3, 4. I always go at 9 p.m. and they close at 10. If I could, I would go at 1 a.m. Two, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is Icy Fire so small and cute? Effort. Diligence. Dedication. You there, Icy Fire? Thank you. Oh, that's Icy Fire? It is. And a funny little slider. Yeah. That's not the point. 12-minute start, 15-minute end, 3-minute plank. Damn, hi, Riddle. Morning, Riddle. Oh, that's Icy Fire. So freaking cute. That me. Really, yeah? Morning or when everybody's at work is a nice time to go shopping for you, Ewan. We should set up our own Lethal Company server, Ewan, with Blackjack and ZZZ characters. I love that we both have a 24-hour grocery store. I used to. And then COVID happened, and all the grocery stores are like, nah, we don't do that anymore. Alternate plank. Holy, Ewan has stronger abs than mine. I keep it for about 2 minutes. 3 minutes is what we do for stream, Big Deck. On Wednesdays, we push ourselves and go as long as we can. And our longest is 4 minutes and 50 seconds? No, 48 seconds. It was miserable. It hurts. I hate planking. Even 3-minute days, I'm like, this sucks. Racers here open 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. Ewan's stronger than me. Yeah, but I work out every day. I have to be. Planks are great. I love them. I hate them, Big Deck. I love their results. I hate planking. Halfway there. We've done this for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Ewan is best bean. I don't know about that one. The results are the reason I love them so much. I love the results. I hate planking. I fucking cry about it each day. Look at myself at the mirror. Hell yeah. Big Deck. Have you ever masturbated to yourself in the mirror? That's an experience I feel like everybody has to do at least once. It's about loving yourself. 50 more seconds. Oh, God. It's an important mental exercise in finding yourself attractive. Telling yourself you are great. You know, I can't say I have. 30 more seconds. I'm too ugly. The mirror will break. Stop. Have I? I mean, once when I looked at myself in my late teens. Get why I was so popular in high school. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I find myself attractive, but not sexually so. My boner would die instantly if I did that. Hi, Gail. It's a weird take, but a good question. I mean, so it's definitely something that is different for everybody on a, like, mental level, right? Some people can look at themselves in the mirror and be like, this is hot? Hell yeah. There's some people who, like, they wouldn't consider themselves hot. But just the sheer notion of, like, oh my god, I'm doing something as degenerate as getting off to myself looking at a mirror. That's hot, and they can get off to that. And some people, you know, it's just like, no. That's me. What the fuck? Right? Your mind interprets it so many different ways. Elon, aren't you happy that you have a loving and wonderful community? I'm very happy with my community. I look like Gordon Freeman, so... Elon's a bitch. I don't know if I even want to find myself sexually attractive. Hi, American Air. I don't want the mirror clone looking at me while I do that. Kisu. Don't you want your mirror clone to, like, be happy? So, like, you know, give them some eye candy now and then. And, like... You know, it can be a bonding experience with you and your clone. I need to change my trackers. Ray isn't here yet. My people need me. Up, up, and wait. I'm having a lot of fun with this whole, like, I'm in fucking space thing. I can just literally just go up. I need to face it this way. Which means I foot this one the wrong way. New. It's just fun. This here, this here. Sucks that my peak attractiveness was when I was in college. I mean, that's what it is for a lot of people, right? For me, I'd say I'm at my peak attractiveness right now. New video! My peak attractiveness, I don't know. I don't think I looked particularly good in high school. My body was great. Well, at least freshman year, but like I was too young then. And then just like, I stopped doing PE, and I just put more and more weight on as time went on. And so like, I don't know. I got to a point where I had the body of Timmy from Whitest Kids You Know. There's a sketch called Hot Dog Sketch from Whitest Kids You Know. So, like, I just saw that, I was like, oh god, that literally just looks like me. Since I've lost 70 pounds, I feel way better. You know, it's gonna try to suck me in and take my place. You gotta think of it like the AI apocalypse, Kisu. They're not going to do that to you because you're being nice to them. But I'm okay with my looks now. Show us your broken bones. Yeah, I don't know if I want anyone jerking off to my visage. I miss Freya. Every time I look at the mirror, I keep getting a notification of doppelganger. Respect. Respect down. Oh god. Except my wife for masturbating to my visage is hot. Dude, silhouette hentai is so hot. I can't help it. See? I miss seeing icy fire as a small flame. I do and I don't. I like the, you know, invisible flame things. But at the same time, it's way easier to keep track of icy fire now. He can't hide from me as well. B-Top. B-Top, when I raided in WoW, I was in the same guild for like 10 years. From Wrath of Lich King to Legion. Actually, you could even say Burning Crusade to an extent. That was our theme song. We'd start raid, and the guild leader would join the vent channel and go, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." And then we'd all go, shit, I don't remember what the line was. Is there a leaf blower outside, really? I think somebody would say, like a rhinestone cowboy or something. No. He'd go, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." And then all of us would go, "I'd fuck me so hard." And we'd all go, "Goodbye, horses." That's what it was. That's what it was. That was our theme song for like 7 years in this guild. Imagine viewing yourself as even approachable. Do you guys have peak attraction? Silence off. You guys are too negative. I'm not at all approachable. If I was bald, I'd look like I made meth. 70 pounds, holy nice. We started at 205 pounds. I got heavy. Like, I'd gradually put weight on over 12 years. Actually, it would have been like 15 years. Sophomore year to the age of 30, 31, I just slowly put weight on. It was like, adding 2 to 5 pounds a year. Just not doing anything. And then when COVID hit, we put on like a real quick 20. Got up to 205. Started walking 400 days ago. Have gone down 70. I always say thank you to AIs and home assistants. If I'm bothered at work, take care. Bye, Big Deck. I hope work goes fast. If I lost 70 pounds, I would die. You never saw me. I always say thank you to AIs and home assistants. I feel the most comfortable and confident in my body right now than ever. Though attractiveness is subjective. Got me that postpartum mom bod. I mean, so attractiveness is definitely subjective, right? Back in like the Middle Ages, the heavier you were, the more attractive you were, because that was perceived as like, oh, this person, has a lot of wealth. They have a lot of money. They're not poor. Now, attractiveness is like how muscular and how fit you are and clean cut, which I think to some extent is superficial, right? I do think to some extent it shows, I hate saying this, it shows a little bit of like mental health. It shows a little bit of like wealth also, because how much time do you have to do things outside of your daily responsibilities. But that's like a very overthinking mindset that is very like, maybe there's some people that are just outside of that. You cannot equate any measure of like one facet of life to attractiveness now, other than like fucking Photoshop, right? Icy just needs to find a pop model with a chow head. Bah, I'm bothered at work. I've seen women's work that off and look pre-partum again. Have a great day. It took so much work. To be honest, I wouldn't fuck me. Not because I don't like myself. Just not my own type. Thanks for the trauma. You're welcome, I see. I wouldn't fuck me solely because I just won't want to have anything in my booty. Also take care, guys. Juice. Even other me's booty. Take care. Yeah, but honestly, I like to look no matter how underweight I've been. My big thighs never go away. So at least I match now. Also, most of the time they have to get a tummy tuck, too. Because of loose skin that can't be worked away. Valid. I would eat 200-pound meal and imagine the toss and pin down. Fuck, clean cut. Hi, Juice. Man, I'm not gay, but I kind of want to suck someone off. So I don't know if you've seen my friend Selden on screen. That's something he constantly says is, I'm not gay, I just have a dick fetish. The person who'd get me to pull out of you would be crowned the next king of England. But again, the time I was most attracted to adult strangers in public was junior high and middle school. Blech. Hi, Jan. Bro, sometimes I want to punch this red-headed cat. This red-headed cat. Who's the red-headed cat? Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay. Yeah. Graha. Is it gay to want to suck dick, fellas? Yeah, but I think that's fine. I'm not gay, but Yulin is the perfect girl. Found one, just punch Yulin instead. Okay. Juice. Right before I went live, guys, Juice sent me a video of a VTuber. Technically, I sent him a meme of a very depressed-looking cat girl pouring alcohol into a cup. And it looks like an avatar that Juice uses a bit. And so I sent that to him and I was like, thought of you. And then Juice sends me a 2-minute video of a VTuber struggling. Hi, North Prince. This VTuber, basically they're looking at a fridge that you can move the magnets around on. And there's a heart magnet, a star magnet, 1, 2, 3 equals. He's making fun of her? Look, I'm gonna defend her, Juice. I don't know how long she'd been streaming. I don't know how cooked she was. I don't know what mindset she was in. But she fucking failed the preschool magnet test. Now, to be fair, I don't know. Maybe she was just thinking way past it. If you see 1, 2, 3 equals plus on a fridge, what is the right answer, guys? 1 + 2 = 3. That's the only way it makes sense with just those 5 magnets. And this poor girl, she's sitting there like, 1, 2 = 3 plus 1 = 23 plus 1 = 23 plus star. Like, just 2 minutes of just brain rot. Just like, what is she doing? Hi, Baldir. Yeah, it's gay, but damn, sometimes you just want to suck someone. Just keep the sock on. Totally not gay when the socks are on. Is it gay is it not gay if the socks are on? Or is it business time if the socks are on? Because I thought socks was business time. The reason femboys wear thigh highs is because it's not gay to have socks on. I thought it wasn't gay if the balls don't touch. I was wondering why my chat looked weird. 7TV not working today? Yeah, see? Dr. Air. It's only gay if the balls touch. Okay, I'm cute looking kind of Yulin today? Wait a minute, swap those around. Is it not 5? No. Math hard. If you had a 5 and a second plus, you could do 1 + 2 + 3 = 6. Math hard. Hi, Baldir. Hi, cute chat of Baldir. Don't be mad at Freya. She's so very cute to be mad at. I'm not really going to be mad at it. But when she shows up, I'm going to talk to her about something. That is not a serious conversation at all. She sent me a video. And I'm gonna be like, how could you? I'm not gay, but I will take off the socks and mash balls. Hi, Baldir, Nick, Tigale. There's 3 rules. It's not gay if socks are on, balls don't touch, and if it's Tuesday. Do those act as double negatives? What if you have socks on and it's Tuesday? Does it become gay then? Baldir tired since wait. We've got Yuki Pet and Yuki Yu. What do we call the heirs? I call them Heir and Dr. Heir. Because one of them is a doctor. Some of them call Dr. Heir American Heir. 1.5 plus 2.5 equals 4. How could you send me that video without any context? Yeah, paycheck, pal, yeah. I wish people would send me stuff. I need to learn more about you, Jan. When I find stuff relevant to you, when I find stuff relevant to people, I send it to them. And honestly, it's seasonal, right? I'll go like a month without sending anybody anything. And then suddenly I'll just get in a sharing mood, and it'll be like 3 days of just, you get a thing, you get a thing. Any rule is met, it's not gay. Because I have a doctorate. Yes, American Air. I feel like American Air can be insulting, though, and it's better to say Dr. Air. Like, he worked hard for that doctorate. Have you guys ever met a professor or somebody who insists that you call them doctor? And you're like, God, I had this in college with a few teachers. You'd be like, hey, professor, and they'd be like, doctor. Like, they wouldn't even let you finish your sentence. They'd just be like, doctor. Hey, doctor. What was I saying? I had like 2 that were so fucking obnoxious with that. What's your doctorate in, if you don't mind me asking? What kind of stuff? Where's the other cute child? Neither Techno Rave or Unknown have shown up yet today. They might be sleeping in. Yulin never sends me any furry stuff. Do you want to see furry stuff, Kisu? I come across a lot of furry stuff. Aerospace engineering. Like the Minecraft Urge. Every 8 months for 2 weeks. It's so cool. I keep seeing naughty stuff I want to send to Yulin. You can send me that stuff, Riddle. Akashua sends me like 10 things a day. So that said, I'd smash you on a Wednesday. Without dogs and ball smacking. Ball smacking sounds a little rough. They can touch, but like, I don't want any like, bam, bam, bam. That just sounds like it hurt. In fact, I don't know, you found a sus video that's weird. A bit uncomfortable. The doctor does insist. Hi, Nick. Agoo. But does this doctor make errors? The opposite. I read about a doctor who insisted on Mr. Really? Hence Mr. Freeze. I hope not. That'd be a very expensive mistake. I want furry stuff too. I am a furry. Nah, there it's abnormal to call people titles. You insist on it? I don't even know what I would do. Oh, here it's abnormal. In the States, oh my god, they're obnoxious with it. Yulin, do you have any cute furry avatars? I have a lewd avatar that has goat ears? Oh, I've got a furry avatar. Y'all aren't ready for this. Yeah. Yes, I do have... Oh, the mouth doesn't move at all. Yes, I do have a furry avatar. People have told me that, like... This is very fitting for me. Because it's a gremlin shitpost. And the hair's cute and maid outfit. What? What's wrong? I'm sitting here telling, like, hey, you gotta love yourself. Jerk off to yourself in the mirror. Because somebody out there finds you attractive. And whatnot. And, like, you're all out here being like, oh, you're so fucking ugly. Get that shit out of here right now. Wanna touch beaks, Euland? Oh wait, that looks like I'm saying no. That was supposed to be nuzzling my beak. The one thing I don't like about this avatar is it's got this fucking feather duster stuck to its hand. Weird. You know what was really funny? Anytime I would join on like Koyo or Core, I would be in a Chica avatar. I'd be in a very clearly not safe for work Chica avatar. And Core or Koyo would invite me, and then I would switch avatars and accept the invite. I would show up to their world and they'd be like, Yulin, what was that avatar? And I was like, it's Big Bird. And they're like, no, no, no. The other one. And I was like, what other one? You were in a Chica avatar from Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, I've only been in this... They're yellow birds. Do you think all yellow birds look the same? And they're like, no, no, no. No, you're gaslighting me. You were in a Chica avatar. I was like, you're being weird, bro. I was in fucking... I was Big Bird the whole time. I need to catch up. Here we go. Oh, in person, people call me doctor all the time. It's great. Except my coworkers. They all have doctorates too. Kinda a common bit. I've even suited before, though I was impersonating someone else while in their suit. I'm currently sonaless. Don't smack his balls, flick it pee-pee. Oi! I love the reference. Yeah, some of us are kind of obnoxious, but I'm pretty chill with it. One of my friends thinks is becoming a furry by accident. It is Big Bird. Bit, gotta go, Maitland. Oh lord, what the fuck, huh? Stop, kill that, go away. I only call Doc when I go to you when I'm sick. But if I only see you at school, just forget it. I was gone for 10 seconds, what the fuck? Get back here, Bit. Wanna touch beaks, Yulin? I'm leaving, help, don't stare. Yup, muted Yulin's furry heavy. Good night, Yulin. Sleep well, Elder. The hair reminds me of Bits. Night, Night Elder. Also, hi, Bits. Night, Night Elder. Good night, Elder. I inspired. Do you have a furry avatar? You know what's better than a furry? A heavenly Potemkin Buster. I killed Doctor by some of my doctors. Oh, good. It's safe now. Oh, that Chica. Yeah, that one. Does Low Fam have that one? True. If only I could plan ahead. I like the look of the new FF zone. Just one of those Kimimono or whatever they're called. How are you, Jan? I'm good. Wait, the banana suit. It's raining! Can't believe you guys don't know what a raincoat is. Jan, why is Yulin so very cute? Ah. Yeah, this zone is... Kozumala Uka? It's such a fucking hard name to say. I looked at it for 5 hours yesterday and I still have to fucking think how to say it. I don't get the music here. They have a fucking jaw harp at the start of the song. Ask his parents, Banana Land. The real important part is respecting my knowledge. If you treat me like I know nothing after you know I am a doctor, then we will have issues. Raincoat, what magic is that? It's literally just a non-permeable cloth, or I guess material, that water can't go through. That's it. That's all a raincoat is. Oh, you can go invisible still. I thought that was broken. You guys can't see Icy at all. So, like, chainmail? Literally the opposite of chainmail, Yuki. Chainmail is completely permeable. The coat of water, clearly. More like plate mail, honestly. I would think plate mail is still permeable. Between all of the plates is... the water's going right through. Non-pragnable. This is witchcraft. You tiny scullies. Bye, Dr. Air. Spaceship time. Hope work goes fast. Nerd. I need a drink. Hi, Huntera. Try water. Bye-bye, Dr. Nerd Era Hunt. See you later, Scouty. God bless you. This zone went surprisingly fast to record. I don't know if I've just gotten the system down, but like, I just went through it fast. I'd already had my route planned from a different day. Showed up. I actually messed up the first section. In the first section, I think I had the sound wrong. No, I had the weather wrong. I didn't lock my weather to a time, so it started transitioning to like nighttime. I was like, wait a minute, that's wrong. Lost 5 minutes, which is nothing. Then record, I think it's 39 minutes. Is the Cybertruck waterproof? I actually don't think it is. Okay, that's not disrespecting knowledge, that's disrespecting the reason. Also, I call myself nerd. You have to try harder than that to offend me. Can I use that as a raincoat? No. Yuland, who made your avatar? So I forget who made the Koronaku base model. It's in the credits down below in the about section. Shinkozen kit bashed it, which means to take different parts of different model makers and put them together. We're all nerds here. Yeah. I wasn't meaning it as an offense. Nerds make the world turn. This is true. It's always morally correct to make fun of the Cybertruck. True! My favorite thing about the Cybertruck is that raccoons started breaking into them because they think they're dumpsters. The Cybertruck looks so bad that wildlife is getting confused and thinks they're full of trash. Can I rain on you? It's not water, though. Oh my goodness. I'd be concerned if we wouldn't be nerds. Does Shen stream? Yes and no. Yes, Shinkozen does stream. No, they haven't streamed in like 6 months. He only streams when he's in the mood for it. Manly man, no, we make the world turn by exploiting the nerd. My favorite thing is that if you close the door a tiny bit too hard, the door gets stuck. There's so many things to the Cybertruck. The pedals, the doors, the waterproofing, the taped on edging, the third recall. Is it an American thing or is it just not common in Finland? But I've never called anyone doctor, sir, ma'am, lady, sir in any context. And I find it a bit douchey to insist on calling you a title. From everyone as just their name. I don't know if it's just an American thing. I imagine there's a lot of countries that do this. But yeah, it's definitely part of our culture that's like... Especially in terms of like... business. Where it's like, we're not exactly friends, but we need to interact with each other. You use the title. So if you go to the doctor, you don't call him Mike. You call him Doctor. Or Dr. Mike. Or Doctor whatever his last name is. If you go to school, especially with like people of authority, your boss or your teachers, you never call them your first name. Unless they're like, no, I'm hip and cool. Call me by my first name, class. Like, that's not a thing that happens. If I go to school, and I have, you know, Mr. Smith as my teacher, and his name was, like, Kyle, if I was like, hey, Kyle, so I was reading the homework last night, you'd be like, what the fuck did you just call me? Go to the principal's office. Like, genuinely, I could see teachers punishing you for that. It is considered very disrespectful to do that. Doors that can cut fingers? Oh, I forgot about the The doors in the trunk that cut fingers. Taped edging. Galen, what are you recording in your Cybertruck? The edging between the doors. It's just taped on. You can just rip it off. Session with Euland in a Cybertruck? That can sell on less bits. Cybertruck is a piece of shit made by a credit-stealing cunt who was born with golden spoon up his ass. Yeah? Funny enough, even with all those titles, American use our culture would be seen as disrespectful to the Japanese since for most people, we're first name basis. Yeah, so in if I understand correctly, in Japan, only like best friends use first names with each other. Most of the time they refer to each other as last name. So it'd be like, I'm hanging out with a friend on the playground. And I'm like, Smith, let's go do this. Maybe it's less common at that level, but we've all seen the fucking thing in anime, right? Ah, he's calling me by my first name so soon? Literally my entire school life, I never called my teachers by Mr. X or Mrs. X whatsoever. Is that in the US? Because, like, I only ever had teachers that if you called them, like, Carl or Kyle or, like, Ann, it was like, they would genuinely be offended at it. No, I'm Canadian? Just teachers and doctors you last name here? Unless, like, your boss tells you otherwise? Yeah, good friends and family. I just call my teacher's professor. Me going to Japan, Mr. Tonkatsu. Professora. Actually, Jan? That's sexist? You should be saying Professore. With a gender neutral... Okay. For anybody that doesn't get that. People were trying to rewrite languages in games. It came out a lot with Spider-Man. Where they were replacing the instances of characters saying Professor or Professora with Professore. And, like, I get it. They want inclusivity. They want to do away with gender. Hi, Pixel. You can't rewrite culture for that. That's not your call, so don't do that. Getting called by your name and getting offended, Lamau. Never had a teacher fine with first name. It was just weird. Actually? Let's break languages. It's... In America, there is a massive thing of, like, authority. If you are a teacher over a student, we are not equals. You call me by my title. If you were a doctor over fucking anybody, I work damn hard for that degree. You call me by my title. If I am your boss and you're my employee, I literally pay your bills, you call me by my title. That is like the mindset with a lot of it. Never had a teacher fine with first name. Hoi hoi y'all, I'm dying inside. Well, it's also common to address the person you're dating's parents by Mr. and Mrs. last name here. Yes. I've got meetings in school. 2 more days left. Hoi. Awo. Hoi yu. Let's break languages. Chingada. Chingando. Chingada. L. Meanwhile, I call my partner's dad by his nickname. Which is a term for the homeless. I mean, so that means you're just that close with them, right? Right? You call them Mr. Smith at first. And then when they tell you, like, hey, call me this, it's like, okay, you got it. No, that's just how it was introduced. Well, so you were introduced that way, right? You didn't start with that. They were like, hey, call me this. Or, hey, this is blank by, you know, your partner, right? So you didn't do the Mr. Smith phase. You were just instructed, hey, go straight to this. You mean to say Americans are entitled? I don't think that's what I'm saying. They just have a very, like, I don't want to say entitled, but a really strong sense of, like, I earned this, you respect that. Now, I think it's very skewed. I think a lot of them have not earned shit and expect a respect for that. I think a lot of people think things need to be earned, when in reality it's like basic human rights. It should be like, this should be standard, not something you earn at all. Calling them by first name unless they want to be called in a specific way. Now that's just how it's introduced. Yeah, imagine going to a farmer's market. Hi, Mr. Jim. No, call me farmer. Okay, so we all know that good fries don't need anything else besides salt. They're actually good. Now, how do you all say bad fries? I mean, potatoes are hard to fuck up in my mind. I think they're good with ketchup, but I almost never need ketchup for fries. That's what entitled means? I guess. Your mom, dad, Lamau, high juice. My partner went from Kit's mom to mom. I almost forgot to tell him her name for a while. Well, oh, Kit's mom to calling her mom. That's funny. Man, that weather makes me want to cuddle with you and you guys in a tent. Hi, Freya. So, hey. I'm not mad at you, okay? I'm not mad. You didn't... I am now mad. Do you know what that song does to me? Do you know what you've done? She's laughing.
I have been here the entire time.
Do you know what that song does to me?
I know what you're up to.
You don't know what that song does.
You can't be mad at me.
I can. That song's gonna be stuck in my head for 2
No.
months now.
You're welcome.
No, it's not. It's an okay song. Look, somebody did a really funny edit of Edda and Eddie,
It was a perfect edit.
where Ed is
for what
singing.
I showed you.
Yes. Wait, what? Oh no, the edit you showed me. Yeah, but I'm talking about the Edda and Eddie one. Do you ever watch Edda and Eddie?
Of course, I've watched Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Okay. Somebody did an edit where Ed, the dumb one, flat top, he's singing that song. And it fits. That's like, it's just his voice. And like, that's gonna be stuck in my head for 2 months now.
Okay.
Harumph. Ah. Can't believe she's done this. Yulin should have these nuts, not earn these nuts? No, I don't agree. Hi, Pete-chan. Hi, Techno-Rave. Funny how teachers want to be called by a certain name when they can't do the fucking same for their students who also prefer a different name. Yeah. Oh no, Yulin, hear the Chinese self-friend potato? And they can be bad? What? I don't understand that sentence at all, Riddle. Be right, Stricken. Play it again. Pray at mommy's voice. They look like husband and wife. You know what I've got stuck in my head? What have you got stuck in your head, Kisu? I'm not gonna respect you just because you went to some school longer than me and wanted a higher degree. Or if you're my teacher or a parent or a person I'm dating. You just insert first name unless you ask otherwise. But no way in hell am I add a damn title to your name. I kind of disagree. I feel like if you have a doctorate, that is respectable. A doctorate is a hard thing to do. If you're like the parents of somebody I'm dating, I care less. I think that's more about like, I need to show you respect because I need your permission to have your daughter's hand in marriage. Whereas like nowadays, fuck that. I would never ask like somebody's permission to marry their daughter. And if they had like, if they had a problem with that, like let's say I'm dating Freya. And her dad, I don't know what your relationship is like with your parents, but let's say your dad's like,
Mom's okay, Dad is dead.
Okay. Let's say Dad's not dead, and he was like, so, are you planning to marry her? And I was like, I mean, yeah, kinda. I'm thinking about it. And he's like, well, you didn't ask my permission. I'd be like, so you see her as an object that you give away. They'd be like, whoa, 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 hey, I didn't say that. And I'm like, well, why do I need your permission for her then? Like, where's that coming from, bro? He's like, that's just tradition. Like, I would do everything I can to just
My
make it
dad,
awkward.
at that point, would have been like, come here. Let's get a land shark. Come on, have a beer. We're gonna talk. That would be my dad.
I have so little, like, I don't want to say respect, but, like, if somebody was ever like, you need my permission to marry my daughter, I'd be like, no, I fucking don't, dude.
Well, and on the way to go have beers outside, my father would lean into you and be like, you better not fucking hurt her. And then look at me and smile and be like, talk to you later, sweetie. We're gonna go have fun.
I also have thoughts on that. So, like, that's not quite extreme, but you know when dads are like, I love my daughter very much, and I'm not afraid to go to prison, and then they, like, put a knife on the table or something? I'd be like,
oh, he'd never do that.
I'd be like, you're crazy. And because you raised her, she's probably crazy. This is about 3 red flags, and I know she's not worth it, so I'm gonna dump her. That's my response to a dad that does that. Good supper, Mori.
Well, we already know you won't marry me, so we're good. We don't have to worry about anything.
Look, marriage is weird anyway, right? It's kind of like...
I'm looking at a banana.
I love you so much, I want to make it legally difficult for you to leave. We could be a couple. We could, like, live close, have,
Yeah,
like...
I don't need to be married.
Exactly. Hope everyone is well today. Peel bananas, peel bananas, peel bananas, smash bananas, smash, smash, smash bananas, eat bananas. Eat bananas, go bananas. Is that a song I'm just unfamiliar with? Doctoring doesn't make you a person above me. And yes, the asking parents to date someone is bullshit. It doesn't make someone above you. It just makes it's an accomplishment. It's a very difficult thing to get a doctorate. Here, Chinese food is mostly fried potatoes. Potatoes can be bad? Huh. Dating Frey, happiness achieved, happy ending. Question mark? Nope, gotta go. Nah, Dad, I just want to give her kids and leave, of course, old man. Bye-bye bits. Fine, I'll leave. Come on, Ewan, I will ask Mom and Dad for your hand. I think I'd actually be mad at you if you did that. Like, if I was dating somebody and they were like, I asked your parents for permission for your hand in marriage, and they gave me their blessing, I would look at them and I'd be like, why? Well, that's, I need to respect that. No, they have no say in this. You did not. But okay, I guess.
Now that I think about it, if you asked my dad, may I have your daughter's hand in marriage, he'd probably be like, just her hand? Is the rest of her not good enough?
That's funny. It's not legally difficult, just separate. It's a toddler song, yeah? I think it's very difficult to go through a divorce, Kisu. There's finances involved. It gets way more messy if kids are involved. Like, marriage and divorce, like, obviously it happens. It can happen. It's just a whole process and set of hoops to jump through. On you and I last
Hi, Nick, and yes, you may. Only the tail. Hi, everybody.
The toddler song, yeah? Mine was only difficult because I was practically held hostage, lol. Ugh. I'm glad you're out of it, though, right? Might be difficult to adopt as a habit, and I'm fine with that. I won't even try. Core Keeper 1.0 updated Smart 2. Holy fuck! Core Keeper 1.0 comes out tomorrow? Fuck them. Why did Risk of Rain do it on that day? They couldn't have waited like 2 weeks? God. World of Warcraft comes out today. Risk of Rain 2 tomorrow. Core Keeper tomorrow. I made a Night Elf Druid because I wanted a hot druid. Sigh. I wish anybody could be druids. Druids and shamans, I feel like are the... Well, demon hunters. Are like super restricting. It's like, man... I really like these classes and I wish I could play them as other races. It's better now though with the cross-faction stuff. But ugh. You have some hand fetish or something? Well, oh yeah, true, I'm still technically married. Though the IRS doesn't think so? This is why it's financially superior to die alone. Right, cutie, since he's not a US citizen? Oh. Dad, I don't mind going to jail. Puts a knife on table at me. What the fuck, is that a toy? Pull a soft Coco shotgun on the table? Because fuck you, you'll end up praying. So I actually read a story recently where this guy is like, it was a green text story and he's like, guys, my autism struck. So my girlfriend wanted me to meet her parents. I didn't really want to, but she convinces me. We go over there. Dad convinces mom and daughter to go into the other room for something. So it's just me and him. He's staring at me. Fucking awkward. And he goes, you know I love my daughter very much. And he puts a gun down on the table. And I'm like, oh cool, we're comparing guns. So I put my gun down on the table. And he's like, what the fuck is that, Anon? And I'm like, huh, what? Are you threatened to shoot me? I don't know, you did it, so I did it. I will not be threatened in my own home. Mom and girlfriend come back in. What the fuck is going on in here? He pulled a gun on me. He's threatening me in my own home. Leave with girlfriend. She's like, have you always been carrying? Yes. Oh, shit. I like your avatar, Freya. They're so very cute. I know I love Freya, Zabby. I'd commit marriage fraud with you, but actually get married? Wait. Fitz, what did you think of that story? Because I feel like you'd find that fucking hilarious. Hi, cute small one. Hi, Yukiyu. Oh, it's Cutelin and Cute Frey. Icy Fire's here also, but his invisible avatar is working. Oh my gosh, guys. We had so many people with us in the world yesterday that when I ended stream and took my nap, eventually my trackers died, and I was just like, dude, I don't want to get out of VR. So I just fucking stayed in VR with dead trackers. Puts pee-pee on the table. Nick wanted to not see me, so I fucked off. Well, fuck that. If somebody says, oh, I don't want to see you, you show more. You're twisting it in a way to tease Nick, Farisu. To tweeze Nick, Icy Fire, but it actually kind of like riles me up because I'm like, don't hide because you think someone didn't want to see you. That was just Farisu that I saw, right? Yeah. Hi, Farisu. Yeah, I'm just not into the secondary humans. Worgans don't have tails, and I already have a High Mountain Druid, but needed a resto for Alliance, so an elf it is. Since you still can't queue with cross-faction. What do you mean you can't queue? Oh, like for heroics? Yeah. Yeah. The big thing's Mythic Plus and just, well, I mean, so you can do heroics. You just have to do you just have to get the whole group yourself and walk into the thing. It is annoying. And I think they're working on it. I think they're trying to make it so that you can queue. Whispers Kisu. Freya, sweetie. Wait, so if I say I don't want you in my DMs, he'll text me 24/7, bet. Why did you think that? You think I said because somebody says they don't want to see you, do it more? That means if you don't... That's not how it works there. Bonk. Freya, do you like the love from chat? Barking. Hi, Freya. Imagine Dad pulling a knife and you pull a knife. You both go, oh my god, is that an insert knife brand? You bond on that, and you and your dad start going more than girlfriend. So that's actually a scene from the Inside Out Extras riddle, where Riley, the girl from Inside Out, she brings the boy from the hockey game home one day, and her parents are like, "Oh my god, she brought a boy home? When she said she was bringing a friend over, I thought it was going to be a girl. Oh my god." And like the dad and the boy are alone in the kitchen for a moment. And it shows what's going on in the dad's head. And they're all just staring at him. And they're like, look at him. What is he thinking? He's planning something. He's probably planning to kidnap our daughter and make her like metal music or something. Like just all this like stupid dad thoughts, right? And it goes into the boy's head. And like 4 of the inner thoughts are just like being goofballs and like roughhousing and like paying 0 attention. And one of them was just like, dude, why is the old guy staring at us? Is there something on my face, bro? And like, they're just thinking fucking nothing. They're completely oblivious. I don't remember how the conversation goes, but the dad's like, so, what do you do in your spare time? Oh, I like hockey. I play in a band. And then the dad goes, play in a band? I used to play in a band. What songs did you like? Or what bands did you like? They're like, oh, you know, we like some of the good stuff, like AC/DC and stuff like that. And then the dad just like, I liked AC/DC. And they start like just jamming out together and bonding over that. Literally, he wanted to be the tough dad and like protect his daughter and not like this kid. But he's such a just like affable guy that they immediately bond within 30 seconds. It's odd to be in an Alliance city as a Horde character and not be attacked. Wait, can you actually go into the different cities? I didn't think you could. I thought it was like, you can group up and whatnot and go into dungeons and raids together. But I thought if you like went to Stormwind as a Horde character, you'd still get your ass beat. Whispers Freya. I appreciate this community and their affections. Also Frisu, hi princess, hi sweetheart. I need a drink. I fucking crumpled yesterday. The incline just... I don't know what. I know exactly what it was. It was that I didn't get as much sleep as I usually do. I was struggling at the end of yesterday. Ah. Ah. Oh, heck. At least in the Firestorm private servers, yeah. I have a Death Knight character who got it to an Alliance city through a portal. Okay, in the private servers. I don't think you can do that on retail. I think on retail, if you still go close to the opposite faction guards, you get your ass whooped. Which, I mean, I kind of think that's how it always should have been. I think it would have been really cool if, like, there was the Horde and there was the Alliance. And then guilds were always cross-faction. I don't think they had the tech for that back in vanilla. Right? Because they needed it so that, like, oh, you're in a party, don't attack each other on PvP servers. Because World of Warcraft was built on faction PvP, right? But did they all join? Man, I used to raid Storm. Fuck the Alliance. It comes out so soon, it's like 9 hours for the expansion. I think it's about 9 hours, right? About like 7 p.m. my time? Oh, that's right when we start Planet Crafter. If I get to play it all today, it's gonna be like super late. Here's my... Okay. Kisu and North Prince. My WoW players. I don't know if Logitech is here yet. I actually spent 5 hours raiding yesterday. There is an achievement that gives a mount that if you do all the raids on at least normal difficulty, you'll get this mount. It's not the prettiest mount, but I want it. Well, the guards attack you anyways, but they're still so weak. I only just recently got back into WoW. I see. I have done Amir Drasil. I have done Aberrus. I wasn't there for Vault of the Incarnates. I haven't played since 2013. Which mount? It's the very blue, Ardenwald, Drake. It kind of looks like one of the cloud serpents from Mists of Pandaria mixed with a fox. And it's very, very blue. I don't really like it, but it's a mount, so I want number go up. So I joined a raid yesterday as a healer for Vault of the Incarnates Normal. Man, I want those so bad, but have been preoccupied. I joined this raid for Vault of the Incarnates as a healer. Well, the raid fills up to like 29 people. They've got 1 tank, they've got like 6 healers. 4 of the healers are monks, I'm one of the monks, and I'm just like, oh man, I thought it'd be easy to find a group as a healer, but apparently tanking is what people need. Well, I can tank. And so I switched to Brewmaster. Priest, are you still here, by the way? I tanked Vault of the Incarnates last night. Well, I learned most of the people in this raid group also just wanted the mount. And most of the people in this raid group had never seen the inside of this raid in their fucking lives. It was like trying to do LFR with people's understanding of mechanics, but no LFR scaling. And so, like, we wiped on almost every single boss. We one-shot Aranog. We get to the Primal Council, and the other tank doesn't know to taunt for Sundering Stacks. So I'm like teaching them, okay, when your Sundering Stacks wear out, we taunt swap. You take the stone guy, I take the fire guy. He's like, okay. This dude was fucking high out of his mind, I think, because he wasn't doing that. I died like 2 times on this fight, and we barely got it. Oh, let's drop global in WoW. You guys need a bit for drops. You roll. So, like, let's say a sword drops and 20 people want it. They press a dice button, and it rolls 1 through 100, and whoever rolls the highest gets it. Second boss was Dathia. We had, like, 2 wipes on this, because people were just doing a million damage to each other, spreading lightning. And it was just like, oh god. They also didn't want to kill the ads. And so, the ads, when they die, they do a knockback, sends everybody flying. If you don't kill the ads, they buff the boss. It's just... life is easier if you kill the ads. We ended up getting it, though. Then we did the spider. Oh, by the way, make sure you watch 4 hours of a WoW streamer today. I streamed for 15 minutes on Discord, and I got that pet. 15 minutes today. The joy of playing with dumbasses. True. On the spider, we actually one-shot it. I died once because the tank was forgetting to taunt swap. But then I died, I got res, and then he was like, oh yeah, I need to do that or the other tank dies. That one went fairly smooth. We get to Tectus. That one went smooth. Granted, a few people died from falling in the hole or stupid shit. Twitch drop 1k USD mount as a drop? Oh. They're giving away one of the TCG mounts. It's not pretty, but it's a mount. Maybe I do that now. Maybe I just do that now, because Spacefish is live, and I also want to lurk in her stream and have channel points. Categories. Wow. World of Warcraft is not even in the top row of categories. 79k watchers. Alright. We're gonna scroll down. This a VTuber? know. But I don't feel like spending a ton of time finding one. Hi, Sir Noble. Love the tick-tick. Euland Wise phrase, so very cute. Effort and dedication. Sir Noble, I have 2 Dawn Trail videos out. I recorded Kozama Uka yesterday. Oh, it starts at 3 p.m.? Why did I open it now? Lovely Space Fish is live. I'm around, but in a dungeon. I see. Okay, so you can hear this then. And why does my light taste like purple? Your light? Your light isn't supposed to taste like anything. Nice, documenting the new world. Tectus went fine. Spider went fine. Technically, Tectus was before Spider. Kuromag. The Shaman. Holy fuck. This guy took us, like, 6 wipes. And the only reason we got it was because some 80 Blood Death Knight joined the group and was like, yo, I'm gonna solo this boss. And I was like, you're gonna kill all of us, so at 50 energy, move to the other quadrant and never keep him in the middle. And the guy's like, bro, I'm a Blood Death Knight. I'm gonna solo this boss. And I was like, this guy's gonna fucking kill us. And he did. He killed all of us. Hi, media. And I was like, okay, dude, this time, don't keep him in the middle. Move to this quadrant. And then move to this quadrant. It was all 70s Logitech. All the 80s are out doing, like, the new stuff. They don't want to do this raid. And so, like, it's all 70s that don't know mechanics. It's miserable. Went grocery shopping, got some delicious cheese. Hell yeah. And so... we eventually kill Kuromag. Basically, this Blood Death Knight called in the squad and brought in, like, 3 other 80s. And they were able to fucking brute force it. Kinda doing mechanics, but still fucking them up and getting there in the end. We get to Broodmother. And anybody that has done Vault of the Incarnates knows, oh, Broodmother is when the fights start having mechanics. Broodmother and Razagath are brutal. I had the Blood Death Knight just tanking the boss and killing eggs. I said, just bring him to eggs. And, like, when the eggs break, move to new eggs. I told all the other 80s, go kill the ads. But there was, like, 1 or 2 moments where the ads got close to the boss and just nuked the room and, like, half the raid died. And it was like, well, shit. And then after, like, 1 attempt, the 80 was like, I gotta go bye. And he took all of his 80 friends with him, and then everybody else was like, well, if the 80s are gone, this ain't happening. And so, the raid died. I'm gonna try and do it again today. I'm gonna try and get Broodmother and Razagath down. But, like, I'm not gonna be surprised if I fail, because those fucking fights have mechanics. And oh god. I'm gonna cry if I have to go through the whole raid again, but hopefully I don't. Make sure Broodmother don't breed you. The Broodmother is a cool fight, but it's frustrating because it requires such knowledge of the fight beforehand. It's not something where it's like the first 30 seconds they show you the mechanics, and then the rest of the fight is tying them together and, oh, you need to not get hit by those mechanics that you saw in the first 30 seconds. It is like, what the fuck is happening, huh? Oh god. And, it just gets a little crazy in that regard. What you have to do specifically is there's like 16 or maybe 24 eggs around the room. I want to say 16. And every 30 seconds, the broodmother does this attack that you can like touch a staff in the ground that causes a lightning laser to follow you. And you have to go over eggs with these lasers. If you don't, she will hatch the eggs and they become adds you have to deal with. And so what the tank has to do is bring the boss to these eggs, do this attack. The tank and maybe another DPS or just 2 people need to get the lasers following them, run them over eggs, and you need to do this 8 times to break all the eggs. Once all the eggs are broken, then she's killable. At the same time, there are adds randomly spawning around the room. Well, not randomly. They'll spawn on the left side, then the right side, then the upper right side, then the lower left side. And they'll spawn in like 12 different groups. And you need a group running around the room killing these, and if they get close to Broodmother, they do a shit ton of damage to everybody in the room. Okay, Lopus. Knowledge. I don't think it's a particularly hard fight whatsoever. It just requires prior knowledge and, like, not forgetting the things. And I actually really like the whole laser thing. Anyashu. Beepo Speeper Euland. Come on, let's turn this femboy into a femman. No! Hi, Ty. Huh? I was doing WoW raids with pugs last night, Ty, and it was an experience. It made me forget to go to the grocery store, so I'm like, fuck. Pugs of what? In World of Warcraft. Pick up groups. You know what a pug is. Pugs are great. Pugs are not great. Pugs are genetic abominations. They can be cute, but in a like, oh, I feel bad for your existence sort of cute. The great pug. I meant like for leveling or what? For a raid. Come on, let's turn Euland into a Minecraft pig that is being bred infinitely and then being forgotten about. What the hell? Oh, oof. Yuki, you'd forget about me? Pugs are great to test your limits. Mod, cast seal butt crack. I cast testicular counter spell. I cast mend butt crack. Oh. God, that video is incredible. This zone is for Alice. Do you guys like have memories connected to zones in video games? Whose ass are we sealing? When I think of Feralis, I think of this hunter I met back in Classic WoW. This would have been 19 years ago. And I remember, like, I met him here, and we did all the Yeti quests together. And I was like, dude, you're so cool. Are you gonna be able to play tomorrow? And he's like, nah, you won't see me for 2 weeks. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I work on an oil rig. And I ship out tomorrow. I'll be out on the ocean for 2 weeks. And then I get 2 weeks off, so I'll be playing a ton once I get back. You'll probably out-level me at that point. And that was when I learned about, like, fucking oil rig work. It was like, oh. So your schedule is, like, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on? He was like, yeah. And that, like, I don't know. That was just, like, a defining moment, because that's when I started, like, realizing, oh, not everybody gets to raid. Because, you know, not everybody has a weekly schedule. If you're an oil rig worker, you just can't be in a raiding guild. Because, like, that's just, you don't raid for 2 weeks, and then you do for 2 weeks. What do? Nobody wants that in a raid member. So in Cataclysm, you know, a couple years later when they came out with LFR, so that people who have schedules that don't really work for having a schedule, you know, they could still see the raiding content. I was like, immediately my first thought was, this is great. This is awesome. Now that friend of mine that worked on an oil rig he would be able to get to see the raids. This is something that, you know, I specifically remember her talking to him about, that he, you know, would never get to raid. And everybody else was like, LFR is trash. LFR is the worst thing they added to the game. I hate LFR. And I was just like, one, don't do it. Don't force yourself. Just don't do it. Two, it's not for you. It's for people like oil rig workers. Fuck you. How could I forget the Yule Endeavor? I don't know. You said I'd turn into a pig and you'd forget me. Only Monhun try? I do. Mons, dress Yuland in a goth girl. I see, I saw you among the puddle earlier this morning. 2 weeks later, he didn't return. He did. We didn't play as much, though. iTech. No regrets. I went and showered, and I checked the VR chat tab like 2 hours later, and a lot of people were still in that map, and I was like, oh, do I get back on? No, I gotta get this mountain, wow. On Uncharted 4, the first Jeep section, one of the lines Sam talks about navigating using the stars, and now it's being made fun of. Oh, they're talking about the stars is going to arrive at the objective at night. Oh, they're talking about the stars is going to arrive at the objective at night. I'm not sure I understand, Jan. They're talking about the stars is going to arrive at the objective at night? I still don't get it. We're at 2.9 miles. We're cruising. I'm going to arrive at the objective at night. Yeah? Were like the NPCs in the game making fun of you, or? I think they mean they don't know about star orientation. No, my father was. Okay, so you were playing Uncharted 4. They're talking about the stars. And your dad was like, oh, they're talking about the stars. Sam is going to arrive at the objective at night. Are you excited for late launch day today of WoW? Kinda, Ty, but I don't know how much time I'll have for it. You just fried my brain, congrats. No, me? I'm sorry, Jan. I'm just not following this story at all. I haven't slept, and there's an appointment for cleaners for my house between 8 a.m. a long-ass time ago and 1 p.m. Hope they come soon. So you said they're talking about the stars. Sam is going to arrive to the objective at night. And your dad made fun of you. Anyways, it's something I think of when I hear that voice line. So I know for a fact I ain't gonna have it in me to level to max. I just don't have time. So tonight, my parents are having company over, so I need to do a little bit more cleaning of the house today. Not much, but just a little. I've done most of it already. I have Planet Crafter tonight with Senril. I need to go to the grocery store. Which, you know, still leaves a couple hours. Tomorrow will be a walk. Will be, Stardew Valley. And then I also told Den and Shine after Stardew we will play Risk of Rain 2. So like by the end of Tuesday, I'm gonna be level fucking 92 or something. Or I guess it's 70 to 80. I'm gonna be 72 if that. Wednesday will be Star Wars. So I'll walk Star Wars. And then I could play. I also want to keep getting videos out. So, like, trying to do a video each day. I'm not going to try and do a video today, because I really want that Mountain WoW. Tomorrow, before Stardew. Wednesday, after Star Wars. I'm going to try and do these videos. And I'm at the longer zones. Kozama Uka did not take too long to record. I don't know if the other zones are going to be just as short. I don't even know their name. There's Urkotaka or something. That is going to be about 40 minutes also. Then there is... There's, the third forest, well, I guess the second forest, but third, Zoctaral zone, which is the upper forest and the lower forest. That one I could see being a little bit longer. That could be like 40 to 50. Then there's the Wild West USA. Then there's 5th zone, then there's 6th zone. 6th zone shouldn't be that long. I'll see you on WoW, Ewan. Maybe. So I know for a fact I ain't gonna have it in me to level to max. I would like to be on WoW. It's just, it's right in the middle of the week instead of a weekend. It's right when just I have stuff going on. And it's right when other games are coming out. It's like, man, fuck you. I'm sleeping around launch, not gonna lie. Yeah. If it wasn't a Tuesday, or I guess it's I don't know, the timing, if they didn't do this whole, like, pre-launch thing, and it was, like, specific things, I could see myself canceling a thing around it, right? So if it came out on Friday, I could see myself asking Core, hey, I'm gonna level in WoW and try and get to max level in a day. Do you want to join me? Since she's done that in past, I feel like she shouldn't. Her and Fredo would just be better off doing other things. But I could see myself trying to, like, hit max level with a few people on Friday. Wow, made you. I see you, and you make me say wow. Ah. This is one of the OG zones. This is one of those old forests in WoW that's like giant, massive trees like the Redwood Forest. Can't see the skybox, you just see fucking trees. And it's like, wow, this zone was great. Let's make a forest like this every 2 expansions. Don't mind me just leveling my 4th 80. Yeah. Yeah, early access scum. There was a post on the WoW subreddit for Isu. And it basically showed a picture of the Bloods vs. Crips. And on one side it was like, look at all these people who can't get early access. Imagine, you know, clearly we know who's poor. Imagine not being able to afford $40 in today's day and age. Probably shouldn't be playing WoW if that's a tough ask for you. Like, just a whole bunch of, like, people complaining about people that are complaining about early access. And then on the other side was people complaining about early access, like, ruining the game, killed the hype. Look at all these fucking scum that folded. Oh no, he also missed my message. Anxiety is peaking right now, help. Oh, I did miss your message. I'm so sorry I can't find you in this world. Okay. Hit respawn Techno. Wait, no, Icy Fire. Icy Fire, come back. Did he really not hear me? I wanted to guide Technorave. Do you guys have massive tree land? I mean, in WoW, there's like 7 zones that have giant trees. For DF, I leveled to I think the start of the plains, then passed out for like 6 hours, woke up middle of the night, finished leveling, so it looks like it's going to be another one of those for me today. It did, in fact, ruin the launch hype completely. That's how I feel, Freezer. When you look at the Dragonflight launch numbers, 800,000 people were watching Twitch for World of Warcraft. I can't believe you did that, Icy Fire. I think you didn't hear me. But I was like, I was gonna try and guide Technorave. I was gonna be like, alright, respawn. Sorry for being a dumbass. No, we're literally on the roof. That's not on you. I was gonna try and tell you to, like, go through the front door. Go straight through a door. Go up the stairs. Go through the door. In the next room, there will be 2 doors. Go through the airlock on the left. For Dragonflight, Twitch had 800 concurrent viewers watching the launch on the launch day. For War Within, 200k. I have a bad habit of trying to be helpful. Fight me. Big Chow. Oh, I like those colors. They're Buneri colors. We really wanted the toy? I don't think it's on you. I'm not mad about the toy, the mount, any of the collector's edition stuff. I think that's all fair. But I think from a business perspective, doing early access like this fucking killed their hype and was really stupid. I think it was going for the quick buck and, like, killing a lot of their hype. I wouldn't be surprised if War Within has a smaller launch than Dragonflight did, which is going to affect the whole expansion. I'll get the toy at Christmas when it's $15, a BattleNet currency for Epic Edition. Supposedly there's going to be some Twitch thing today that isn't just drops for the launch today, but like Lamau. Today is Ghastly Charter plus 2 sub pet. Early access is a good way to alienate dedicated players, not gonna lie. I have a bad habit of trying to be helpful. Fight me, thank you, Icy. Dongcha. Is WoW free to play? Nope. WoW is subscription based. They will look back on this decision and most likely regret it for sure. I hope they do. They deserve to. Because this shit sucks. Still waiting for $19.99 subscription gaming. Count me out, Lamau. It is subscription initially. You can get to a point where you pay for the subscription with in-game currency. If you're making enough gold, you can start buying WoW tokens to pay for it. It sucks, but like free money. Here's the thing, Ty. It's the quick buck that makes them lose out in the long run. Because WoW players are dumb. Well, so here's the thing, Ty. They get they get $40 from the people that buy early access. But it has killed a lot of the hype for the game. So now less people care about the game, and less people are going to play it. WoW expansions coming out have always been a massive, like, hey, let's get back into WoW. You look at the player-based numbers, they always spike up, right? Burning Crusade came out, it spiked up, and then it was trending up. Wrath Lich King came out, spiked up, kept trending up. Cataclysm came out, it started trending down, spiked up a little, and then started trending down. Cataclysm was where they started losing players as the expansion went on. Mists of Pandaria comes out, spikes up. Then it gradually goes down. Warlords of Draenor comes out, spikes up, gradually goes down. Every expansion that comes out, it spikes up. That should have been their most important thing. They should have been like, we need this spike. We need to figure out how to, like, make this spike last longer. We need to focus on retention of that spike. Instead, they did something that literally reduces the spike. They halved it by splitting that spike of returning players in half, which makes a lot of them not care. So instead of having a spike of like, I don't know, 10 million players, they're potentially going to have like 3 million buy early access and 4 million don't, and just not get 3 million playing at all. Which is like, holy shit, that's a fucking mistake. Those numbers are totally made up, but that's just numbers I'm using for this example that put it into a mathematical sense that's like, yeah, this is what could happen. Seeing 99% of my friends list on all 2, 3, 4, 5 plus, and you and I being the only ones at 70 is disheartening to say the least. Yeah. I have other things to waste money on, like college. Yeah, the long run, but most companies don't care about long run. Look like 90% of the game dev studios belly up. Yeah. Add me so you can have one more 70. Also without the sick island full of chimeras. Chimerox? This zone sucks. But yeah, EA is a huge fuck up. Doesn't matter how well or poorly it does. This is a long-term thing. I'm glad for having early access. It was already unplayable at times during early access release day. I'm worried there's going to be too many new players. I still get times where the servers can't handle it. Mr. Krabs in Terraria. I wish Blizzard was better at server launch stability. They've been very hit or miss. I thought with Wrath of the Lich King, which was like the smoothest launch ever, they'd figured it out. In Wrath of the Lich King, they did 2 zones, and it was smooth. You had the Borean Tundra zone, you had the Howling Fjord zone, and that was good. But like, anytime they do 2 zones after that, sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't. It's clearly not what fixes it now. I wish Blizzard was a good company. Yeah. My server was dead on launch. Literally saw 2 people in zone. Sisters of Elune goated. Cookie, do you know how to get up here?
I forgot.
You gotta hit the airlock. You know, I'm just like walking with my camera on. I don't need to be here anymore. We're gonna go inside. There. I'll walk here, and this should make it way easier for people to find me. Group of my friends couldn't play because their server crashed and was down like 8 hours. God.
Hello, Techno.
Hi, Cookie.
Wow.
I'll have you know I turned down the offer of EA to stand with my anti-EA sisters and brothers. Area 52. Ah. Something that I've always liked, or I guess been proud of, in the Warlords of Draenor launch, that one was a really bad launch. But my ex and I, we were leveling together, and we got ahead of the leveling curve. And so, like, we got through the tutorial and got to Shadowmoon Valley. And then we had like a good hour of Shadowmoon Valley going really fast. And then as people started filtering out of the tutorial into Shadowmoon Valley, it started getting slower and slower. And after like 2 hours of slow Shadowmoon Valley, we got to Gorgrond, and then it went fucking fast for us. In Gorgrond, it was smooth. Taladar Forest, it was smooth. Spires of Arak, it was smooth. Thank you, Cookie. I appreciate it. We get to Nagrand. We're like 1 level off max level, right? I disconnect. I don't have internet. I run upstairs and I'm like, what the hell happened to the internet? My dad's like, oh, I just needed to reset the router. And I was like, bro, why didn't you tell me? I really needed you to not do that right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Ewan. I go back downstairs. 2,000 position in queue to log back in. And we'd been up for like 20 hours at this point. And I'm messaging the X on Discord like, I can't get on. I'm going to bed. I can't get on right now. And he's like, bro, this sucks so much. I was like, you can finish without me if you want. He's like, no, I don't wanna. So we got to like, we got 9 levels in 20 hours. And then the next day we hit it together. But we should have hit it in 24 hours. Feel bad for the people. Got Surfers level 100 achievements in WoD. Only for them to be removed by the second reset. I'm actually not sure what their server is, but maybe I'll just tell me by creeping. Hychondrius? Hi, cute cookie. WRA, is that... What is WRA? In DF had a warrior in DF had a bug where we couldn't board the ship for DF for like hours? Oh, or is that your server? Worm rest Accord? Gotcha. That sucks. Can't wait for D3 if they will even make it. Dad Lind is so nice. I was so mad at him, but like he didn't know. And now he's really nice with that sort of stuff. If he needs to reset the internet, he'll always be like, "Hey, are you doing anything right now? Can I reset it? It seems like it's chugging." And normally I'll be like, "Oh, give me like 5 minutes," and then I'll come up and let you know. But that one time was like, I needed you to not do this right now, bro. Leveling with war mode? Are you sure you want to do that, Frisu? Because remember, you're going to be 70, and there's going to be a bunch of 80s in war mode just spawning, or just camping all the leveling spots waiting for you. This sounds like Helamo. You can use the toy and finish without me? I can get on. I can on, but we can get it on. Always think of solutions, Ludlin. My server. The ship never showed up. The fix I found to get ahead of everyone was war mode. Leveling with the war mode chasm. Of course you will, because you freaked out at him last time match. I kinda did. Leveled with war mode in BFA and destroyed people with literal and Taurus best in slot. My server hasn't gone down. Just at times actions take 5+ seconds to go off. Yeah, Mario Party stream win. Fucking never. I like having friends. On Ghostlands realm. I'm on an RP server, so war mode is a safe bet. RP server gang. Hopefully, y'all have no issues playing war mode. I have seen posts on Reddit that are like, hey, if you didn't have early access, just remember, there are people planning to just wait at the, like, starting zone for the level 70s in war mode. Turn it off if you don't want to get camped. I'm not rushing character 1 at all. I don't care anymore, fuck early access. I'm playing day 4 of the expansion. What happens in war mode? War mode is like PvP mode. So they don't have PvP and PvE servers anymore. Every server is a PvE server. If you want to play on PvP servers, you basically just switch to war mode, which you can only do in a city. Hi, Yukiyu. You can basically just go to any city and be like, I'm in war mode now. And then now you're in like a PvP mode. And you can only see other people who are also in PvP mode. So if you go out to a zone, world PvP is on. If you see an alliance in your horde, you can hit them, they can hit you. To be fair, Mythic Dungeon doesn't release until September 10th and Mythic Plus a week from then. Yeah. There's still people at 580 already. Hi, Cairo. So many cuties in the lobby today. I'm gonna melt. This sounds convoluted. It's not that convoluted. It's literally just, do you want to be in PvP mode or not? And to incentivize it, you get like 10% bonus loot for being in PvP mode. Cairo moment. Cairo, I need more fish. Yes, but I went to level 13 characters and do all professions plus fishing stuff. I like PvP mode, not gonna lie. No one tried to fight a tank. I Snow Bunny Cairo. Farisu. In Wildstar, there was a, when we were leveling, I had a guildmate who was just, fucking, if it's red, it's dead. And we were leveling as a group of 5, so we would always just, if we saw somebody, we would go after them. All 5 of us would just jump their ass. Well, we saw a tank stalker, and the way stalkers tanked in Wildstar was they had like this siphon field, which they would put it out, it would last like 3 or 5 seconds, slowly drain health from enemies around them, and they could activate it again to like do a burst of healing and end it early. Well, what most of them did was just fuck all the other moves that use energy, just spam this one. Because it's just a shit ton of healing. And so we jumped this tank stalker, and we could not kill them. He was slowly killing us as we just, like, he was just draining us, and we could not kill him. And it was like, oh god, fuck, going after stalker tanks. The gear upgrades the same way as it did in Dragonflight? Mm-hmm. If it's red, it's dead. Tenom jungle world PvP is peak. I saw orc ass. You saw ogre ass. On my spell slinger, all 5 of you would have died? Probably. Spell slingers also had a bug that they abused the shit out of in PvP. Granted, remember Yukio, this was like day 5 of the game being out. What's the difference? You don't know the difference between orcs and ogres, Techno? Oh my goodness, I think that might be racist. Orcs are green, and they're bigger than humans, but not by much. Ogres are way bigger. Ogres are like twice to 3 times the height of a human. I'm not racist. I don't know, you just said all orcs and ogres look the same. Maybe during Shadowlands you could solo entire 40-man raids as a tank because of the broken scaling. I feel attacked. Why do you feel attacked? You are neither an orc or an ogre. I was playing since early alpha in Wildstar. I was part of a big raiding guild. We were basically recruited to test the content before it came live. Oh. You know, you just said all orcs are green. That's racist. They are. All orcs are green. They are not green if they are Magar orcs. Huh? Gasp. No, technically all orcs are green is an incorrect statement. That's still an orc. You are right. You're right. Cancel Yulins. I don't know if we'll see an orc in this video. All of these guys are ogres. Bro, not all greenskins are green. That is racist, Yulin. I don't think we get to 5 miles on just this zone. So we have the potential to hit a really long video after this. We are at 4 miles. I'm so excited to play Momentum Havoc Demon Hunter. And Unholy DK on a mountain raids. Holy Elin, my Blood DK arc is over? No, it's not. Because you're not gonna play Blood DK. And I'm gonna fill the slot as a Brewmaster Monk. And you know what that's gonna happen? You know what that's gonna cause, Farisu? You're gonna be so frustrated by my shit gameplay that you're going to go back to Blood Decay to get it done yourself. And I am going to reroll and change characters, just like what happened with Mistweaver Monk, where I wasn't good enough and I had to switch. There's Purple Orcs too. You just can't see them. I really don't get why Nightborn can't be Druid. Kind of piss me off. I feel like lore-wise the reason for that is that the Druidic arts were forgotten for them. They were separated from nature for 10,000 years. They have lived in a city which is like the most undruidic place possible. Do I smell racism? I will just continue PvPing instead of doing PvE. I decided to get the old fuck mouse cursor. But I made it girly pop? Hell yeah. Takes one to know one. Nightborn Druid exists in the lore too, lol. I mean, it does exist, right? There's the guy that you literally run around with, the Scythe, who is a Nightborn. Kind of, right? I guess also there's the Gardeners people who are like, we're just Nightborn Druids. But that's effort to add a whole bunch of new forms, so they didn't. The room is filled with racism, Musk. Racist? Yeah, I'm one. I like to go fast. There are multiple encampments of Nightborn Druids. They are just druidic with arcane magic? Their cat forms are arcane mana sabers? Yeah. Yeah, why can't they be druids? Also dragon people that use pole arms. I could see myself playing a Drakthir. If you can be in combat without ever transforming, that's like, that doesn't sound that bad. Don't worry, everything but Demon Hunter, Paladin for Drakthir, and 11.1 for sure. Okay, you said 6, right? Are they potentially adding more? The added animations for all melee types. Who is the other Chow? There is Icy Fire and Techno Rave. I'm gonna get lunch, I'll be back soon. Okay. Oh yeah, did I hear they were getting more classes? Yes. As a healer evoker, I transform really rarely. Too bad their human form also ugly as fuck. No, it's not. That's an L take. What is this guy talking about? Huh? It has like 5 pages of customization. Maybe you're just not good at making characters, Cairo. They confirmed Warrior Mage Priest Rogue. And confirmed no Paladin DH? No Paladin Demon Hunter makes sense. Death Knight is a stretch. I would think Monk and Shaman... So we had that whole conversation a bit ago, Frisu, where we thought they were only adding 6. I'm not ugly, those two-toned hairs are fucking fire. I really like two-toned hairs, and it makes me want to play a Dark Iron Dwarf so bad, but the best hairs have the worst gradients of colors, and I hate it. Imagine creating one of the most technically advanced races... their armor sets, then your boss comes out and says they'll only ever see the pauldrons and waste. They are rigged for Death Knight specific animations as of last week. They've rigged them for all of them, but we don't know if we're gonna see them, right? I thought it was the hottest human-like characters. I did too. Let me tell you how long I scrolled through them until I made one. What combo is this? Monk is a given. Monk is on every race. Same with Hunter. You don't even have to ask. I suppose... Two-tone hair is peak. Pyro is bad at character design. God, I want to fucking... I've already said more than I should, damn it. Anyway. We've gone 4 miles. I haven't even brought up my notes today. I definitely spend way too long in character creation in every game. I feel like I'm decent at character creation. I'm really bad at faces. I cannot do faces at all. What the fuck? You did come out with a very, like, against the grain, unpopular opinion, Iroh. Cairo. Phelan, rank the races in WoW? I need a list of them. Playable ones? Racism tier list. I'm sure I can find a tier list. You find a tier maker tier list and put that in the Neat Stuff channel of Discord, and I'll do that. For WoW, it's at least 15 minutes. I definitely spend way too long character creation every game I play. Yeah, Holiday. I'm back, meeting done. Ohio, Kaiwo. Racism tier list Poggies. Why care the looks if you never see them because of the armor? Draenei female, the rest. WoW characters need way more customization. It's sad we don't have tattoos, or single earring choices, or gradient options, or sliders, or height choice. My BDO Meiju has gotten a total of like 2 hours of work. Can we not use the tattoos on humans night elves from vanilla? Oh, and my Dosa, 1.5. Here's the holidays. Make your own luck day. Motorist consideration day. Musical yoga. Cherry popsicle. Dog. It's just dog day. Got checked day. McChicken day. Toilet paper day. Web mistress day. Equality day. Okay, so equality day is probably the most important. Equality is, you know, we need that, I suppose. Cherry popsicle, I love those. God checked. G-O-T. T as in tree. Like, you got checked. Equal rights and less. Toilet paper day? Dumb. McChicken day? We do not need a fucking brand holiday. Dog day? Sure. Musical yoga is about the most, like... It does not get more Midwestern mom that goes to yoga once a week and gets froyo afterwards. I cannot think of a more, like... We've done a innovative spin on yoga and added music and made it fun and hip now. It's just like, you know what? If it gets you doing yoga, sure. No, dog day is more important. You don't like McChicken? I'm okay with McChicken. I don't like a holiday celebrating a fucking brand. Posted in Discord my cute evoker? Well, if you say so. I'm just saying, when I'm in character creation, I've got friends waiting on me to finish, usually. Motorist consideration day. I guess, I suppose. Drive safe. Make your own luck day, whatever, sure. I think we can agree the 3 winners. Dog day, because who doesn't love dogs? Web mistress day. Fucking hell yeah. This is not a spider thing. I think this is more about, like, female programmers. But either way, hell yeah. I don't like dogs. Really? There are a lot of people that don't like dogs. There's a lot of people scared of dogs. That's unfortunate. Oh, National Knife Day like 2 days ago. A bunch of knives are just coming in. Hell yeah. I think we can, at least I think the best day today is Cherry Popsicle Day. Fucking hell yeah. Alright, what else do I have in my news? You guys remember Martin Shkreli? Pharma Bro? The guy that acquired a pharmaceutical company and immediately increased the price of insulin 800%. And everybody hates him and he's gone to jail a few times. Who? Pharma Bro. At one point, the Wu-Tang Clan sold a music album, but they only sold one. They said if this person wants to release it, they can. If they want to keep it to themselves, they can, but we're auctioning it off. Only one album will ever be made. And it's like, okay, we have a buyer. Who bought the album? Who bought the Wu-Tang Clan album? And Martin Shkreli was like, it's fucking me. And everyone's like, God damn it, anyone but him. Apparently he has since sold it, but he made copies of it. So now the Wu-Tang Clan is suing him because part of their sale of it was you're not allowed to make copies of it. There will only ever be one. I'm not sure how that works then, because I thought they said you could release it to the world if you wanted to. I don't know. They're suing him over copies of it. I don't know how that works. I don't know the legality of it, but I want him to lose because it's Martin Shkreli.
I mean, I'm assuming he made physical copies and not digital, like, because you can upload it to the internet. But having physical copies seems like something like you shouldn't be allowed to do.
That clan? Wu-Tang Clan. There you go, you found it and made mine. When we stop walking, I'll do it. When we stop walking, or if we have a long next video, I'll do it. If Gnome DH ever becomes a thing, Elon, you better bet your ass I will be one. No, you fucking won't. No, you won't. To talk about cool people, so Martin Shkreli, not cool people. Doug, cool people. Doug has been doing a charity for Rosa the Otter at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And it's just like an annual charity they do. Let's raise money to donate to Rosa the Sea Otter at the Monterey Bay Aquarium in San Francisco. They have raised over $1 million. Their most recent charity, they raised like $575,000 to donate to the aquarium. Isn't the otter dead? Yes, the otter passed away 3 months ago. They still had the charity. It still goes to the charity for the aquarium. I hope they weren't using it on just the otter. I hope it was funding all the things at the aquarium. Have you guys ever been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium? That's actually somewhere I've been like 3 times. My bottom tier is the scales, mechanomes, and furries, LOL. God, you're so... This is what I'm talking about, Cairo. Mechanomes more like Robo Diaper Race. The otter dead? Yes. Chat is cool, people, no. Gay penguin couple, no. But the furries are like the best races in WoW? Yeah. Say that, Cairo. When I see the Worgans up there, are the kind of person who probably plays a horde race. I only went to one aquarium in my life, the Lisbon one. I actually have, I asked my mom to buy me this, like, wooden seahorse sculpture when I was at the Monterey Bay Aquarium when I was, like, 8. And she bought it. I still keep it in my room. It is, like, on display and everything. I love that thing.
I've been to 3 aquariums.
Hell yeah. Which ones?
This one in Florida. One in Florida that's in downtown Tampa. The other one's in Georgia in the what's the Atlanta. Like the Atlanta Aquarium. And then the Japan Okinawa Aquarium that has the world's largest tank. Like, and it holds a whale shark.
Hell yeah. I like them.
It's big.
It's the other furries that are the problem. I think Tauren are the best furry race. I think they're OG. They're cool. They're the fucking, like, standard fantasy minotaur. Hell yeah. I'm a Lions fan. Oh god, Elin. What the fuck? Not cool at all. I think, Worgen would be cooler if they had tails. Worgen not having tails is such a big L. I put High Mountain Tauren in S. Panda and Volpera, I don't have a problem with them. But, like, I never see myself playing as one. A lot of people hate Volpera. A lot of people are like, ugh, they're adding furries to WoW. And it's just like, what do you think the other fur races were? This is like the 4th or 5th one, dumbass. What? You just don't like gnomes, and now you're combining gnomes and furries and whatever. I personally don't really care for Volpera. But, like, Core loves them. When I got Core to play WoW, she was like, I am Volpera. Forever. I returned, welcome back. I played Tauren from Burning Crusade all the way to Pandaren, so Tauren rock. By furries in bottom tier, I mean Volpera. Volperas were a mistake, can agree with that. The only thing I don't like about Volpera is that I think they're a boring race to add when better options exist. I'm happy for the people that like Volpera. Because Core didn't see that we got robbed by not getting cool snake people for little ugly furries. I don't think they're that ugly. I just think the only reason people... Well, not the only reason. The only problem with Volpera, the only legitimate problem, is that they were added when other things should have been added. We don't have Naga. We don't have Ogres. We don't have Sethrak. We don't have Arakoa. There's like a laundry list of races that would have been better. And they gave us Volpera. Which, I mean, they're fine, but... Druid plus Ogre are the only races that should be added. I want Naga. The music box one. Ah. Furries make me go wiggle. For little ugly furries. I would rather have Volpera than Mechanomes. I would rather, like, get rid of any fucking allied race and just add that as an option to their base race. Like, don't give me Mechanomes. Give me gnomes that have mecha arms and legs. Do that. Just combine the two of them. And, like, I don't know, give them a start that's like, hey, do you want to start at Gnomeregan, Exile's Reach, or start at the Mechanome start? Do that. Just do that. None of this whole other race bullshit thing. Let's see what toy the music box one. I don't even remember the toy, honestly. Who the heck asked for Earthen and Drakthir? The Lightforged Draenei ladies are so hot. I would have added Lightforged Draenei as just a part of Draenei. Volperas are just extra hairy goblins. That ain't it, she replace them. They use the same skeleton as goblins. Goblins would be my favorite if they weren't so ugly. If they had decent faces and not whack-ass proportions. I would really like goblins. I'd love to play a short stack, but gah. Not feeling no hosen with a throw poop racial. Yeah, I was like, it's just Draenei, but gray and yellow, so put them in the same tiers. Void Elf and humans, everything else, it's a thing. I love goblins. I'm gonna be real. I wish you'd be part of this conversation. But I quite actually know nothing about WoW aside from its name. That's fine, that's fine. Goblins are supposed to be ugly, though. Do not fuck the goblins? No! I want to be the goblin. And be very fuckable. We do fuck the gobos. There are... So actually... Oh, who was it? Somebody on Twitter, some big artist was like, show me your goblin OC. And everyone has been posting like fucking hot as fuck short stack goblins to them. And I'm like, holy... I suck goblins in C&D. Can I be the goblin but also an EP princess? Not in WoW. Well, I guess yes, but... At least one or more D in that gob. I want to be bird. See, they have this race called the Arakoa. And people have wanted them to be playable for fucking decades. I blame Midna and Yordles for ruining people. Yeah. You say ruining people like it's a bad thing, though, Cairo. Can't we fall into the depths of depravity together? Won't you do that with me? We can hold hands. Did they post you yet? Huh? Friend sent me an invite, I must bounce. Bye, thank you for hanging out. They should have made the definitely not X races an alternative visual change. Not a completely different one? Yes. Sorry I keep leaving like this. Techno, it's absolutely fine. You can come and go whenever you want. I'm always happy to see you. Ethereal Ogre Death Knight waiting room? Any Kinku race? Not really. There's a few races that have, like, better underwear options. Like, if you hide all your armor and you're a Void Elf or a Blood Elf, you're in a fucking thong. But if you do that in, like a Troll or an Orc, you're in fucking just, like, big loincloth. It's like, ugh, whatever. Let me be a girl ethereal and strobe like the vendor in Karazhan. Out of topic, but there's actually some news from here. There was an earthquake of 5.4 magnitude at 5 a.m. today. From what I know, there wasn't any major problems. I slept through it, oh. Oh, well, I'm glad you slept through it and you're fine. Kinku in D&D is a small raven-like people? So the Arakoa, they are a bird race. The Arakoa were like... I'd say they were mostly like crows, but they're very bright colors. There are a lot of reds, oranges, I think there's a few greens and blues. They're very majestic, they're very elegant. They look down on all other races, literally, because they built these palaces at the top of these really tall spire mountains. However, the land they were in was cursed by the blood of a demigod. And if they are thrown into this blood, they themselves become corrupted and twisted. They become cursed. When they're cursed, their limbs are kind of like less bird-like and their wings don't work anymore. And so there is the Arakoa and the cursed Arakoa. When we first went to Draenor with Outlands, we met the cursed Arakoa. And people were like, these are fucking awesome. I want them to be playable. And they just never added it because it's very like expansion focused. It's very like, these are a thing here, not anywhere else really, so we're not adding them. In Warlords of Draenor, we saw them again, and we saw the non-cursed Arakoa. And they were really fucking cool. But we're never getting them added. Kinku and D&D is a small raven-like people. Kinku talk by mimicking people. Can I blow up their home by... They were kind of in a civil war when we found them in Warlords of Draenor. The non-cursed Arakoa had this giant crystal they were using to focus the sun into a literal fucking laser and destroy all of the forests under their castles, under their mountain castles. It was kind of gnarly. It's one of the best, like, intros to a zone, because you get to the Spires of Arak, and there's just a ton of cursed Arakoa running down the path past you. And you talk to a street vendor, and he's like, they're all fleeing. They're all fleeing the Arakoa's, the High Sage's condemnation of us. They're hunting our villages and lasering them. There's not much we can do except run. If you want to help, maybe go talk to this guy. Say him, you know, say to him, the shadows fall and the crow answers or something. You walk down the path more. There's still all of these cursed Arakoa just running by you. And you come to a bridge where you can just look down over the forest. And you see, across the forest, you see this big mountain spire with a palace at the top of it, and there's a laser. And the laser lights up, and it just screams across the forest. It just creates this giant fire laser. Changes the environment right in front of you. Half the forest just gets lit on fire. Shadows gather when the raven swallows the day. Okay. You just see this laser go across the forest and, like, light half of it on fire. And there's two birds kind of watching over the cliff with you, and one of them just goes, they just hit Vale Resks, or whatever the city is there. There's nothing for us here. And they just turn around and start walking away. And that is the intro to the zone. That's not a cutscene. That's just, like, what they have the NPCs doing to set the story for it. It is one of the best, if not the best, intros to a zone ever. Arakoa would be an interesting option for a playable race. It's one of those things that I don't think it really fits. I think Arakoa are very, like, set in Draenor, and having them running around on Azeroth would take a lot of, like, finagling with the lore and just not be super cool. But, like, as a playable race, what we want to play as, they're fucking awesome. So blow up the home it is. Shadows gather when the raven swallows day. I only need 50 orcs. And they will get what they got coming. Spires of Wrack is probably the best zone since TBC. The TBC developers even said they wish they had the tools to add Arakoa during the expansion. Yeah, they've also said they want to add Naga, they just don't have the tools for it, but... There's still hope for Naga. It's slim, but we know Ashara is alive. So we might get, like, a reformed Ashara, or, like, some of the Naga have escaped and broken off from her. I do have to say the majority of available races, for all the people races, are not cute. Yeah. But Murlocs win. The moment I can play as a Naga, that's all I play as. Don't have the tool or don't want to make the tools. Don't have the tools, and making the tools would be very difficult. Epoch is coffee spelled backwards and it's funny. Bro, if they had Murlocs, I'm playing WoW. My dragon has the same face as Yuki's. I was very happy with Void Elf. I hope they add more tattoos, more piercing options for an overhaul to race texture since we're at 20 years now. The last time they updated the models was Warlords of Draenor. And, like, I'm sitting here like, yeah, we're due. It's time. Make it happen again. I am so frustrated by some of the allied races having a single page of options. That shit sucks to me. Like, orcs have 3 pages of options. And Magar orcs have 1 page. The fuck? Is Farisu having a good take? They won't update add more for a while. Why, though? They're overdue, damn it. I saw a story. To move away from WoW. I saw a story that was, this guy, it was on the Confession subreddit. And basically, this guy went to a museum for a field trip. And while on the field trip, they're at this museum, and one of the, like, curators or tour guides for the museum let the kids pass around these relics. You know, they're sitting at these tables. He's like, okay, look at these. And they start passing around. Well, this kid, when he was, like, 7 years old, he saw this really pretty, like, relic that was, like, an emerald carved into a hippo. It was an Egyptian god. And he's like, whoa, this is cool. I want this. And he just put it in his pocket. They collect the relics at the end. And then they realize, oh, and then they send the kids home. They were supposed to, like, very distinctly check, like, do we have each one? Is each one accounted for? And they didn't. They just slacked off and didn't check. They didn't think any of the kids would fucking pocket one of the relics. So the next day at school, they call an assembly. The museum has since figured out, oh shit, we're missing something. Call the school, we gotta get the kids. So they hold an assembly and they're like, hey kids, the museum is saying they're missing one of these relics. One of you took it home. This is bad. You can't steal things, so you need to give it back. Well, the kid who took it starts freaking out. He's like, oh shit. I don't want to get in trouble, so he starts trying to, like, think of ways to, like, that he can return it without getting in trouble. But he's so scared of getting in trouble, and he can't think of a way where he can return it, he just doesn't. So he never does. The school keeps holding assemblies like, bad kids, you know, you can't steal. The kid that took it better return it. They're not thinking like, hey, you won't get in trouble. Just, you know, the museum needs this back. Come on, be cool. They're just trying to scare the kids, which is making this kid more and more afraid to return it. Eventually, the museum realizes, oh god, we're not getting it back. And so they stop holding the assemblies and they just let it go. They have no way to prove who took what. Well, the kid, he knew it was important. And so he kept it his whole life. He has it like a fucking hidden relic in his house. And he's never showed it to anybody. But he just did a confession post where he's like, hey, I'm 31. I sold a fucking, I don't even know how expensive, priceless relic from a museum when I was 7. I just have it. And I still haven't returned it. And I'm like, oh god. The fucking guy doing the tour, who didn't check that, like, who let the kids go before, like, checking that he had everything, he 100% got fired. There's no way he didn't. Because they do not care usually. I've always had good takes on asking for improvements to playable races. They drip feed new options one race at a time every expansion. It's quite annoying. Yeah. I do that to you? Steal me and not return me to a museum for 20 years? What? You need to do a reverse heist? What he needs to do is contact the museum and be like, hey, I have the thing. Like, I can't imagine him getting in trouble for it. If he's literally returning it. Jail? He shouldn't. I feel like they'd have to pull some real legal shenanigans out to jail him. I think really the only one at fault here was the curator who let the kids inspect the relics and then didn't check that he had them all back. They could still get in trouble? Theoretically, yes, but, like, they shouldn't. If he calls and is like, hey, I have this, pocketed it when I was 7, got scared that I was gonna get in trouble back then, still kind of scared now, I recognize the importance and significance of this artifact. I wanted to return it. You know what's actually really funny? A lot of the comments were like, don't worry, the museum stole it also. You don't need to feel guilty at all. That's kind of funny. Man, fuck. We were at 4.9 miles when Feralis ended. Return it and work for them. It's okay. I don't mind going long on some days, right? We can go 6.3, 6.4 miles today. Hi, Master Panda Lord. Return it and work for them. To finish up with Reddit stories. The interesting as fuck subreddit is having a sassy moment right now. Where basically, for a week, they had a lot of political posts. Everybody was posting about Donald Trump. Everybody was talking about Harrison Walls. And somebody on the Interesting as Fuck subreddit was like, hey, can we go back to interesting stuff instead of fucking politics? And, like, everybody on the subreddit was like, yeah, that'd be nice, because I'm getting real tired of these political posts. And since then, every single post on Interesting as Fuck has been like, hey, here's a picture of 3 frogs stacked. It's not political, so I don't know if it follows the rules. And they're all just being passive-aggressive with that and saying, I don't know if it's allowed since it's not political. So I don't know if it's within the rules. Yuland. Panda, Master Panda. Yuland, howdy. Ah. This is a video that needs to get redone. I think this was the second Final Fantasy video we did. So the sound is off. I think there's a Fate sound in it. It's quiet. Ah. Hi, cute Master Panda. Ah. What else is there? I watched some of the Warframe update coming up. The Kome thing? I think that's what it was. I'm not a Volt player. I've never played Volt. I have no desire to play Volt. That's a damn good Volt Deluxe skin. Kinda ridiculous that it's his third, and there's frames that don't have one. But that's a real good looking Deluxe skin. Oh, Yuland, I was looking at stuff. One of the comments made me do a double take because it was from a person named Elaine or something like that. And I was like, huh? Most frames don't have a Deluxe skin? Nah, Volt is great. Volt is awesome. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve any skins. I'm saying, hey, can some people get their first skin before Volt gets his fucking third? Elaine? No. Ew, non-Volt players. Speed diff? Volt is the Lux of Warframe. Keeps getting all the cosmetics. Wisp for life. And I'm not saying like, oh, this Warframe just came out, they need to have the next Deluxe skin. Every single Warframe in the game needs to have an equal amount. But like, I don't know. I'd like to prioritize some of the ones that don't have a skin that have been out for the longest time. Like if there's a frame that's been out for 3 or 4 years and doesn't have a Deluxe skin, that thing fucking needs one. My problem with Volt is that his one can't kill.
I'll be right back, Julian.
Okay. And I hope he gets the 4th just because frick you. Wow, fuck you lost one. That's messed up. Elin, can you go Mistweaver and play rated BG Blitz with me? No. PvP healing is actually fun, unlike PvE. I like healing on Mistweaver. I don't like healing in PvP. Honestly, I don't even really like PvP. I like large-scale PvP. The closest thing I like in PvP is Tolbarad, Wintergrasp, and Alterac Valley. And like, Tolbarad and Wintergrasp are fucking dead. And Alterac Valley is like, not really like a high-level PvP thing. Yeah, BG Blitz is 8v8. Yeah, that does not sound fun to me. Howdy. I was gonna say that Rhino is an old one with that one, but it's getting it next year. Wait, hold on. The Beetle isn't a Deluxe skin? I thought Rhino got the Beetle. How the fuck does Rhino not have a Deluxe skin? That's crazy. That's, like, wrong. I understand Lux getting a lot of skins. Lux is one of those, like, champions in League that a massive amount of the player base plays often. So it makes sense that there's so many Lux players. There's a lot of Volt players, right? I get it, you know. If you're going to make a skin and you want money to come from it, why would you make a Yorick skin? When less than 1 out of 1,000 players play Yorick. When you could make a Lux skin when like 5 out of 100 players play Lux. It's a sales thing, right? But it still sucks, damn it. Rhino Dex skin is the only skin you need. Alright, the Beetle is considered Deluxe. It's just some of the color skins are community-made ones. They're cooler skins. Yeah. Yeah. We've got 4 sections. We go into Beetletown. Then we do the small section through the gate. Then we go through the Dragon Castle and go right to the Colosseum. And then we go left to the portal. The left through the portal is a really small section. The Beetle section's almost done. Next section's almost done. Up through the castle and to the Colosseum is going to be long. So that makes it up being a community design set. All good. The last thing in my notes. I learned about basketball hoop infininets. So, like, apparently in a lot of, like, public basketball places, they're removing nets from them. Oh. Hi, Anon. Thank you. Okay. Three. That's 15. Which is 7.5? Oh, God. Incline. Ugh. 7 incline. Since if you wonder why I mixed it up, you know that ugly Loki skin called Knave? That is his deluxe skin? I mean, I'm not really wondering why. Because, like, that just happens. And, like, it happens with people who are helpful with information, right? If somebody never, like, if somebody goes, chat, somebody look this up and tell me, or how does this work? If somebody never answers, they're never going to be wrong, right? But somebody like you, Gale, who is helpful constantly, and I can constantly ask questions, it's only sensical that you're wrong. Sometimes, right? Especially if you answer so many times. There's a lot more possibilities for you to be wrong. I actually don't remember the Loki skin name. Loki's a character that I feel like I used to see a shit ton of. Now I never see them. Most deluxe skins look very different and good. But then there is Knave Loki. How old is Knave Loki? Is that like 10 years old? Or like 7 years old? I imagine some of the older deluxe skins are like kinda gnarly and didn't age super well. It's 9 years old? Yeah. That explains a lot. Not bound on 0 HP. Oh, it kind of looks like I'm hitting UQ. That's not my intention. I just want to do, like, the war drum thing. Wow. War drums are fun. Ah. Oh, yeah, so basketball hoops. It's fine, I love it rough. Hi, Sugar Danny. The Infininets. So in a lot of, like, public basketball places, people will hang on the nets and tear them. And they get really shredded and have to be replaced often. So what a lot of places are doing is they're replacing them with these, like, spring-powered little, like, prongs. They're plastic prongs. And they have the same effect as a net. Where, like, your ball hits them and it gets kind of slowed by the net. If it, like, goes in the basket and hits the net, it kind of gets snagged by it. But the weight of a basketball is enough to push it through. But they look weird. They look like just these, like, 10 blue prongs on the underside of the basket. Okay. What's this game? This is Final Fantasy XIV. This is the Heavensward expansion. This is the Dravanian Foreland Zone. Huh? And I'm at 5.9 miles, so I'm getting fucking tired. Why do the Dravanians have 4 lands? Shut up, Ty. It is F-O-R-E. Ah. Technically, the Dravanians have 3 lands? They've got the Hinterlands, the 4 lands, and the Churning Mists. I think. And then Ishgard has Korthus. I don't know if the Sea of Clouds is part of Dravania or Ishgard. Yeah. Thank you, Anon. You received a level 1 hype train emote. Huh? I clicked share, and it went away. So rip. Oh god, guys, I'm fucking tired. Okay, plans for today. God, I would love to play WoW. When does the expansion come out? Is it like 7 hours? 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern? Okay. 5 p.m. That's in 5 hours. I'm sitting here like, I could skip my nap tonight. I really don't want to do that. I could skip the nap after the lock, but I really don't want to. If I did, I could go to the store with not many people there. Come back, record the next Final Fantasy video. WoW expansion launches. Play WoW and then Planet Crafter with Sen. And then play WoW after that. Alternatively, take the nap, go to the grocery store, not record a video oh wait, oh, I also wanted to do the WoW raid, fuck! There's not enough time today, I only have an open schedule. I don't know what to do. I think I'm still gonna nap. I don't think I'm gonna nap until my trackers die. I think I'm gonna nap for like maybe an hour or two. And when I first wake up, I'll go, I gotta get stuff done. That'll probably be around 1, 2. I will then go to the store, come back, try and do the WoW raid. Are they doing maintenance today, Logitech or Furisu? Do we know if they're doing that for the launch, or is it just like, hey, you can get on now? Hi, Safi. Matthew said I have to stick around a bit longer. Oh, don't worry, Safi. When it runs out, you're getting another. You're stuck here, like, forever. I'm gonna take a nap. The moment these guys are done with their cleaning, hell yeah. End stream, go to the store, come back and nap. Nah. Well, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Sappy. No maintenance today? Okay. Wait, hold on. The achievement then that I wanted to get for the mount. Does that end today? Or does that end at 5 p.m.? Do I have until War Within goes live to do that? Fuck! No, it's a pain to use this on console. Sappy, I don't want it to be a pain for you. I want to make it worth it. I want to make it so that you want to. We can hold hands and take a nap in the Ragnarok Online maps. GG, you fuck Hewland. You are cooked? I offered to carry your ass 3 months ago? Yeah. Are all Awakened raids done before next X-Pack launch? Yes, that achievement. I don't have a phone or PC anymore, I can't. Wait, what happened to your PC? Did it... Oh, it died, didn't it? Ah. Shit. Sappy is a big heckin' cute. Yeah. Worst timeline. I believe it's cooked because they disabled Awaken because people are already level 80. And we just breeze through it for some shit like that. No, you can still do it. I was getting credit for it yesterday. Stop breaking their things, Ewan. I don't break things. I degrade my things. From a hardware standpoint. I don't degrade people, and no one is my thing. Shut up. I'm the sub here, damn it. I'm the one who gets degraded. No. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. I didn't break Sappy's PC. Sappy's just like, what? Euland is the thing. There are a few of us that'll take you up on that offer. Euland doesn't break things, he gets broken by things. You don't do that, you too much of a bottom do that? That's what I'm saying, Gale! What the fuck? Fuck you. 2 more sections. We're at the long one. We're cruising, guys, we're cruising. Arisu, do you know much about Brewmaster tanks? Do they just not have active mitigation? When a boss uses an ability, do you just fucking take it to the face? Or use one of your long cooldowns and then just cleanse the stagger? Because I'm used to, like, every other tank having some form of active mitigation. BRM has Stagger and Guard, which is now known as Celestial Brew. And you have dodge and mitigation options. Sag got rid of the Brew. They still have Cleansing Brew. They don't have Iron Brew. They don't have Increased Stagger. There's Stagger plus dodge and some other shit. Just take it. Well, I'm wondering, like, let's say a boss has a move that hits really hard every 10 seconds. And at 3 stacks, it leaves a debuff for 30 seconds. And once you take the 3rd one, the other tank should taunt. So, like, you take the 1st one. If you were Warrior, you would shield block that. 20 seconds go by, or 10 seconds go by, you take the 2nd one, you would shield block that. 10 seconds go by, he does a 3rd one, you would shield block that. Then the Paladin tanks it, or taunts it. 10 seconds go by, Shield of the Righteous, he takes the hit. 10 seconds, Shield of the Righteous, 10 seconds, Shield of the Righteous. Not the oh shit button, the active mitigation. For a Brewmaster, you'd have Celestial Brew, but that's a 45-second cooldown. Do you just eat the 1st one, eat the 2nd one, and then at the 3rd one, Celestial Brew? Like, is that your only option as a Brewmaster tank? Do you just fucking take it to the face? Just take it, Celestial Brew, as well as a massive absorb shield based on your stagger. I'm asking about the oh shit button. Their oh shit button is Celestial. They also have Fortifying Brew, which reduces damage by 20%, increases max health. They also have Niu Zhao, which increases stagger amount by 25%. But they don't have, like, a low cooldown. This reduces the next hit. Now fortifies the oh shit? Yeah. They don't have a shield block. They don't have a Shield of the Righteous. Death Knights kind of don't also, but they have Bone Shield and Death Strike. Druids have Iron Fur. Demon Hunters have Demon Spikes. Celestial's cooldown gets lower for each brew you sippy, so it's not 45 cooldown, it's closer to 30-ish. Death Knights have mitigation in the form of 5 different cooldowns. Ira. You always have an option as blood for raw mitigation, unless it's something like Rashok. I'm just wondering, like, does Brewmaster not always have an option? Are there just times where they take the hit and hopefully it didn't kill them and they Purifying Brew? Because other than that, it's like you've got Niu Zhao, which kind of reduces the damage you take in a big hit. You've got Fortifying Brew, which works. You've got Celestial Brew, which works. And then you've got Zen Meditation, which would work, but like those are long cooldowns. There's not something that's like, hey, the boss is using an ability, I want this up. Unless there's a way to, like, ensure that you get Elusive Brawler. Monks are cowards and fully take it instead. Breath of Fire reduces by 5%. 10 to 15 if you're traded when paired with Keg Smash. Reduces what? Is that all brews and, like, that would work on Celestial Brew? Damage against you? Okay. Okay. So they kind of have, like, a Death Knight Bone Shield situation. And then instead of healing it... Oh, God. We're at 7.5. That puts us at 9. Instead of healing with Death Strike, they level off their healing with Stagger. Anon-kun. Oh god, we're at 9. I'm sorry I'm cringing, that was bad. Fuck you. That wasn't cringe. You're allowed to be as cringe as you want here. I was in Foss's chat once. It was most likely Panda? What? I've never seen Panda gift subs. What was it? When Foss was first streaming. This is like month 1 of Foss streaming. That puts us at 12. Thank you, Anon-kun. I really appreciate that. Moe kyun. Oh god. We're at max incline. No more. Frisu. Huh, what the fuck? I was in Foss's chat. Back when he first started streaming. You should suffer for that. And, Gammy was there and he's like, alright, good night, Foss, I'm going to bed. I have to get up for work tomorrow. And I was like, Slashy picks Gammy up and Princess carries him to bed. Gently pumps him onto the bed. And then tucks his sides in under the covers. Kisses his forehead. Oh, it did? Okay. I did do that hype train thing and it did allow me to show it. I did like a 4-line fucking cringe emote. That's what I got from the hype train earlier. And Foss's friend Alex was like, that's the most cringe thing I've ever seen. And I think my response was like, you care about what others think of you? Fucking cringe. And he was just like, I don't know what to do now. Am I supposed to argue with your chat, Foss? Looking at the brew talents, though, they definitely made it a lot less bloated. So I'll have to take a look at it when I level my monk. I am most interested in tanking as a monk, but at the same time, I'm scared of it. I'm like, if I do tank, which is a real option, I'm very heavily considering it, monk is probably what I would enjoy the most. But warrior is going to be like the most simple and easy. god. We're almost there, guys. We've got like 5 more minutes, I think. We go over the mountain to the Colosseum, and then we go through the mountain to the portal. Ah. You should suffer for that. Here's the thing with tanking. You've got 3 hyper-mobile tanks and 3 non-mobile tanks. And typically the non-mobile tanks have something that's like really good utility that makes up for not having that mobility. Kind of. Death Knights have Death Grip. Death Grip, the fucking limbs. DKs have huge utility in being able to group up enemies. Paladins have a lot of, like, extra, just, like, utility. Blessing of Protection is massive. Taunt is massive. Lay on Hands is massive. The 2 Blessing of Protection is probably the big one. Paladins just bring a lot to the table with that. Being able to, like, if there's a bleed mechanic and just remove that is so big. Druids probably have the least. They do have the AoE sprint. They do have the vortex. The AoE incapacitate. Hi, Groby. The other 3 tanks sometimes have moments of just as much utility, but I do feel like they have a lot. No, Paladins are underperforming right now. Underperforming doesn't mean they don't have a lot of utility, though. God, remember the days of DK having no mobility? Now they have more mobility than DH? I don't know about that one, Frisu. Demon Hunter has double leap and charge. That's a lot. There's motherfuckerly. I do think Demon Hunter or Death Knights should only have Wraithwalk and immunity to knockback. I think having 2 speed boosts is stupid. They have a mountain combat that stops knockbacks and roots. Yeah, I don't think it should be a mount. I think it should just stop knockbacks and roots. It should give no speed. Imagine not riding a mount. Get over it, Elon. What do you care? You're not a Death Knight anymore. Also, the double jump is a little speed boost. I am a Death Knight? You're a gnome demon hunter. You literally send me pictures of yourself literally, like, unseeable because it's just, you're so small compared to your rainbow. Wait, I just realized. Volt is getting hate for their 3rd deluxe skin. But Rhino is getting their 3rd one as well? Well, I don't think Rhino's the one people are using as an example of, like, this character needs more. There are Warframes that have none, right? See, that's the thing. Elon wants to be the one being mounted. Not to get on and out. Oi, oi, oi. I want the tanks to fit into 2 categories, and an ideal raid setup have one or the other. I want it to either be a utility tank that provides massive utility, or a mobility tank that is better at picking up adds and moving around the room. And I think Death Knights are just too good, and it's like, why don't you just bring 2 Death Knights? He wants the tanks to be fit in him. But what I mean is both are getting a 3rd deluxe skin. So it's just Volt getting the hate instead? That is funny. It does make sense to some extent. Like, if a character came out 10 years ago, they should probably have more than 1 deluxe skin, right? You know, if every champion gets a deluxe skin a year after they come out and every 5 years at that point, Volt and Rhino would have 3. And Savagoth would have 1 or 2, right? That makes sense. That seems fair. Demon has probably always been the Mythic Plus tank, so don't mind if they underperform in raids. I don't want them to underperform or overperform in others. I think Demon Hunter should be a very mobile tank, and I don't think they should provide as much utility as they do. Which they did just get hard nerfed. They removed the double sigil thing. So they can't fucking spam their AoE CC. Yulin thinks blood is OP, though his opinion of tanks is cooked. Harisu, Death Grip in the Abomination's Limb is so strong. Don't remind me. I know that's not what most people play. I don't personally understand why, because it just seems so good. We're at 6.7. I thought we were going to end at 6.3 to 6.4. Death Grip and A-Bomb Limb are so good, but have zero purpose in raid, and in a lot of ways are detrimental. If I had a jar that was labeled the Furisu L-Take jar, I would add a quarter to it. And I'd go, man, that was such a weird thing to say. Do I add 2 to this? I think I add 2 to this. The best tank setup for Fyrakk was 2 Blood Death Knights. You know, you fucking know with the line of ads how much better it is with a Death Knight tank. No use in raids. What are you talking about? Raglan and Slappy Hands? Taking that off my bar. Zoning out to get rid of it. Lardar with Slappy Hands? Guess I can't use it for 3 minutes at the end of the fight. Lost one! Lost one, get him! You could still tank Mythic Fyrakk with a Blood DK? Mod check. Oh, I think I saw Lost one get him right as I opened up Steam VR. Yulin needs Seribot? Risu can dead grip my hot dog. The move is Death Grip. Oh, God. Just a little more. Just a little more. We just gotta walk through this cave. I think it's like 3 to 5 minutes. I think we're gonna be at 7 miles. What I've heard, Furisu, is that druids are the worst right now. Druids are like hot garbo. Granted, I think all of them are viable. That's just, you know, people look at meta tier lists and they're like, druids are so bad. 20 minutes from now, we finish. We munching some glizzies? I could go for a hot dog. I had a hamburger last night. Last night was Sunday dinner and my parents made hamburgers. Which is like, maybe my least favorite meal when I eat with them. Because it's a small hamburger and I'm like, man, I could have eaten more. But like, it's a good hamburger. Okay. Oh, God. Good. Bear tank is boring as fuck. Neither they're overpowered as fuck or dead off rip. I don't want them to be either. I want them to be viable. I want them to be good. In line with the other tanks. Druid tank is best choice for Mythic Plus, apparently? Oh, God. How did that happen? They're also talking about Shaman tanks. There's a shortage of tanks. They just added a class or a specialization mid expansion, and there is a NPC in a delve or a dungeon that is a shaman tank, and it makes sense. You know, air is melee, fire is ranged, water is healing, earth is tank. That makes sense. Also silly, all 4 starter frames have multiple deluxe skins except one. Probably Incarn shenanigans. 6-9, funny number. We're gonna go past it. We have had max incline 3 days in a row. Fuck you guys. Oh, God. I love you guys. But fuck you guys. because whenever bear tank is good, it's incarnate shenanigans of being unkillable bullshit. When I look at the tanks, I'm most interested in Demon Hunter Warrior and Brewmaster, because those are the mobile ones. I really like having mobility on a tank. I look at Paladin as the least interesting, then Druid, then DK. Ironically, what I've tanked the most on is Paladin and DK. In Burning Crusade, I raided for like 6 months as a prop Paladin. And then in Legion, I raided for like a year as Blood DK. And that was a mythical. Now, before anyone says it, yes. Emerald Nightmare, easiest mythic raid ever. Fuck you. I tanked most of Nighthold as a Blood DK. And that's for War Within Season 1 Mythic Plus also? Yeah. I've never raided as a Guardian Druid. I don't even know. I think I've leveled a character. Hi, Roxas. It goes Druid, Warrior, Demon Hunter, DK, Monk, and lastly Paladin? Really? They're coming out with changes so much that I don't really care about that list. But it is interesting to see. I've never raided as a Warrior tank. No, actually I have. In BFA Season 1, I raided Uldir as a Demon Hunter for about a month, and then I switched to Warrior. Because I wasn't happy as a Demon Hunter. I switched to Warrior and did a lot better. I've never done Brewmaster Monk. Druid being best tank? Huh? Apparently. Druids used to be a joke of tanking. In Vanilla WoW, Warriors could tank. And Druids and Paladins were bad tanks. You never brought those to raid, and you only brought them to dungeons if you couldn't get a Warrior. And then in Burning Crusade, Druids were bad tanks that you didn't want if you couldn't get a Warrior. Paladins were good off tanks, but they were bad main tanks. They went off spell power back then. So there were some fights that were just like really difficult for them. If you did the Void Reaver, it was bad to have a Paladin tank for that. Because Paladins only had high threat gen when they were getting hit. Because they did so much thorn damage through Holy Shield. If they lost threat on Void Reaver, who was immune to taunting, the Paladin was just... they sucked. For raiding, it's DK, Druid, Monk, Warrior, DH, Paladin. Whatever they did, apparently Paladin got really cucked. But then Druid can tanks Overheal, Chain Lightning. Paladin has been in a rough spot for a while, I think. The level I rate it, I'm pretty sure all of them would be viable. I'm pretty sure there's like... it hardly matters what I play. I ain't no Mythic Raider. I ain't no Mythic plus 10 key pusher. I could take a Paladin just fine into my stuff. Now, if I was tanking alongside Farisu, I might feel bad. Because it'd be very clear, oh, Farisu's good. And we're going to have Farisu be the main tank. And Yuland, well, I mean, Farisu's at 8 stacks. So Yuland can take it for 3 stacks. 7.1. All this talk makes me glad I stopped raiding. It's not bad. I'm actually surprised to see... Kisu looking so much at tier lists. Because, like, I'm of the opinion tier lists literally only matter for the highest players. Get off my hand. It's fine, Safi. I never raided. I just play what's fun, but the tier lists are interesting. That's how I play. And I feel like that's how it should be. What'd I say? 7.1 miles? Off with you. Where is my mouse? There it is. What did Yuki say? Sup, tits? Okay. Close this. Turn this back on. Fuck. I'm running out of time, Cairo. Because we had a long walking day, I don't really have enough time to go over that tier list as much as I want to. And so I'll probably just do it off stream in the Discord. Oh, the title. God damn it. Where's my mouse? There it is. 7.1 miles, and now we rest. Done. Well done, Yon. Thank you. Ice Frontline 14, but I often be denied because Scholar and not Whim. So I stopped caring. There are people like that in WoW, right? That you try to do a Mythic Plus, and you stand right there. You try to do a Mythic Plus and like you're a Shadow Priest. So it's just like you get denied to every group. In that situation, you basically have to start the group, which sucks. Honestly, I kind of feel like that's the wrong way to play WoW. The best way to play WoW is in a guild of friends that will take you no matter what you bring. Which is how I play. I haven't pugged a Mythic. Oh, that was the wrong fucking button. I meant to hit recalibrate. And I hit respawn. Okay. Pins. Pin 3. Because I'm not gonna stay long, we're gonna stay here. I'm just gonna sit down on this couch. Oh, it's got fucking... Can I turn these off? I can't. Take my shoes off. One last drink. Twitch servers requested us reconnecting. Reconnecting. Okay. I'm washed up, worst tank in the game. Shut the fuck up. I swear. It's fine, Safi. I never raided. I just want to play DPS for once. Why does no one want to let me do this? Because you're such a good tank. That's why. If you really want a DPS, there's plenty of people that will tank for you. We tease you a lot about it.
I didn't mind sitting on your lap, but I didn't want to suffocate you with all this fuzz. It looked so bad. I'm sorry.
Here, like this. Lol. Tier lists almost never matter. Just play what you want. Yeah. Well done, Ewan. Thank you. I was really liking Mistweaver Monk, but with how the dungeons have been, I may switch. I really like the concept of Mistweaver Monk. I just want to punch things to heal. But even like going full DPS build with Mistweaver, you just can't do that. You have to do some heal. You have to do some direct healing. There are people like that in WoW that kicked me out of low-level dungeons because Rogue That's why I say WoW is one of the worst communities. WoW is one of the best games when you have a group and you can just say, fuck the rest of the people in this game. I never have to interact with them. Playing with your squad of 5 in Mythic Dungeons, playing with your group in raids is so good. But the people on WoW are genuine trash cans. They are irredeemable scum. They're not good people. And this is coming from me who sees the fucking best in everyone. Getting kicked from low-level dungeons for playing a rogue is insanity. What are those, though? Even after being a nerd and looking at meta guides, a couple I struggled in? And while they matter pretty much every season, Mythic Plus and PvP, raids the dead content? Yeah, tier list doesn't matter? What? Who said they were dead content? What that football body do? You gotta be tank. True, I'm a 6'5" footballer with linebacker shoulders. The lists do not matter. The lists literally only matter if you do mythic raids, which most of the player base doesn't do, or high keys in Mythic Plus, which is like level 10 plus. It is disingenuous for Isu to be like, raids don't matter? When we are only counting mythic raids. Mythic raid tier lists don't matter? What? I just don't understand what you're saying then. You've lost me for Isu. Because mythic raids, arena at like high rating and mythic plus 10s is like the only content where tier lists matter. And so I'm saying, no. Mythic raids matter for tier lists, not all raids. And you just said raids the dead content. And now you're saying mythic raid tier lists don't matter. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It feels like you're pulling a global on me. I'm so lost. Who is using a tier list for a raid? Most mythic raiders. Most people that like play mage and are like in a top 500 guild. No, they aren't. What the fuck do you mean they aren't? They are absolutely looking at tier lists. Well, they're looking at sim lists, which is a tier list in a way. They're looking at sim lists, and they're looking at logs. And they're going, okay, Fire's doing the best? I play Fire now. That's what they're doing. If you're thinking tier lists are just like the things on Icy Veins, then yeah, honestly, fucking nobody, those are useless, and nobody should be using those. Sims and logs are not tier lists? How are they not tier lists? They rank all of them. There's people who race change simply because. If you have a list of Sims, and it says Ret Paladin is doing the best, then Fire Mage, then Affliction Warlock, people are going to use that just like they would use a tier list, and you'd see an upsurge in all three of those. And people that make tier lists are essentially going to look at those sims and be like, yep, these are at the top because that's what's simming the highest. We're going to put Survival Hunter at the bottom because they're low DPS. You were trying to do high keys in Mythic Plus and not playing Vengeance Demon Hunter in Season 3-4 Dragonflight. You were not pushing keys. As a tank player, if you were doing Raid Battlegrounds and didn't have a Shaman plus Evoker on your team, you lose. Mythic Raid, you can bring anything, it doesn't matter. I just think you're wrong. In Mythic Raid, they were bringing specific compositions and, like, fitting it around certain classes, and, like, you normally didn't bring Feral Druid. And then with Amirdrasil, Season 3, you brought Feral Druid because they were good and high on the list. High on the tier list, high on the sim list. And the other druids were doing worse off, which made them be higher on the list. And so, like, it mattered then because Feral Druid was performing well. You see the old race change to troll just for their racials? On what was it? Kill Jaden. On Kill Jaden, a lot of people race change to goblins so that they can avoid a mechanic by jumping off the platform and rocket jumping back on. You are cooked? You really don't think people choose their race based on sims and logs? That's... You have a lot of L takes, Farisu. But that one's out there. I think you're insane if you think people are going into mythic raids being like, gosh, Fire Mage is doing really well right now, but I just enjoy Frost so much, I'm going to take it to my top 10 guild. La-di-da-di-da. Like that. Huh? What? Huh? They definitely do that? That's exactly what they... People go into mythic raids on their favorite class 9 of 10 situations. Yes. I'm not talking about all mythic raids. I said, like, mythic raids and top 500 guilds, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I said top 500 guilds. If you're pushing mythic raid content, you are looking at sims, logs, and to a lesser extent tier list, I guess. Top 500 guilds not use tier lists? Oh my god, Farisu. Again, I'm counting tier lists and logs and sims as the same thing, because they put everything in a fucking list. And Hall of Fame guilds do not use a tier list? They aren't the same thing, though? Technically, but they're a fucking list, and people choose based off them. Like, yeah, if you're saying tier lists are just no logs, no sims, we're only looking at tier lists that have excluded that information, like it's got to be fucking Noxic or something, then yes, nobody uses tier lists. Technically, they are completely different, but tier lists are based on sims and logs. What do you mean? It's like you have a sim list that puts Ret Paladin as the top DPS. And then Wowhead goes and makes a tier list where they put Ret Paladin at the top. Because on the Sims, Ret Paladin is at the top. How is that not the same thing? If you have a tier list that's like, we think Ret Paladins are cool because their new animation is bitchin'. Yeah, it's different in that situation. But like, what fucking tier list does that? I feel like every tier list in the game, in like the internet, is like, we are taking in consideration how good this spec is performing, which is based on sims and logs, so it's based on the same information. Is that crazy? I feel like that makes a lot of sense to me. So everyone is going to be Frosty K and Arcane Mages in raids. Alright, I'll be watching Worlds first. You are stretching so hard to twist my words. Obviously fucking not. Because it's better to have... Instead of having a Frosty K and a Frosty K, it'd be better to have a Frosty K and a Warrior for the attack power buff. With 20 people... Hi, Nyx. With 20 people, you need to spread out your class diversity to get all your buffs and debuffs so that everybody performs better. You might have 2 Frosty Ks. You might have 2 Arcane Mages. You're not gonna have 16 Frosty Ks. That's... You're fucking twisting the words. Fuck you. Fuck you, Farisu. Go take a nap. Go take a nap and sleep through launch. It's almost like you were forced to diversity. Now, tier list means nothing in high-end rating, because you get to play whatever you want as long as it checks the box. I will? Good. Good. It means in a mythic raid, it is easier to find groups and do well as these higher-rated classes. And it would be a lot easier to find groups in battlegrounds and dungeons. Sleepy bitch. I sent you a funny gif. Nyx, I'm gonna, like, play War Within so little this first week. Why'd it have to come out right now? Oh, dude, I hate these gifs. I see a leg lift like that, Nyx. Not a leg lift, but like a leg push like that, and I always think they're gonna snap their knees. I always expect them to hyperextend their knees and like fucking snap them, and I always get so scared. Elon, why did this thing announced 11 months ago have to come out right now? Yeah, but it's coming out at the same time as Risk of Rain 2 and Core Keeper. And too many things happening. Why would I send you that? You wouldn't. I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying, I see that specific machine and it scares me. Every single time I go, oh god, oh no, oh geez. I worked like a ton this week. Make sure you go play Katawa Shoujo. Not anytime soon, but maybe. We'll see. Only 2 weeks left until Satisfactory releases. This is stupid. Why is everything coming out now? It's on Steam now, it's important. Is it going away? Is it, like, not gonna stay on Steam? Do you see his eyes? I did see his eyes. I saw him looking at the guy like, what the fuck, bro? They want to save you from WoW. What time is it? It's 12:30. We have a ton of shit to do today. So as much as I'm having fun arguing with Furisu, and I actually am having fun arguing with Furisu, I do need to head off. You look at how half of the games you are hyped for are like non-online experiences you can reschedule. But I want to play them with people. Like, I want to play Satisfactory with Senril and Logitech. I want to play Core Keeper with Koyo, Fausto, Winter, and Zubi. I want to play Risk of Rain with fucking everyone. Gotta find peeps to play Satisfactory with. Nobody knows up until the Steam release. The original download site was just viruses. Oh. You gonna play with the visual novel with sex scenes on stream? No. Logitech out here leveling alts. I know! Furisu is a good fun to have. The Steam version does not include that. You have to patch them in? Aw. Then what's even the fucking point? Why play WoW when you can play Risk of Rain 2 and Satisfactory and Core Keeper? All of which are cheaper. All of which are cheaper combined than WoW. I've never played a video game before? Yeah, it fucking shows in some of the things you say, Furisu. Because the story is amazing, the music is great, and the subscene images are funny. Damn, that's savage, Yulin. What's the point of playing the game where I can't have sex with the girl that doesn't have legs? That's everything I want in life. Where am I going with this joke? I don't know. It wasn't really much of a joke. Where are we going? Where are we going? There's a lot of people live. There's someone I don't see live that often. Oh, stream over, damn. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cairo. I kind of just have a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm gonna do the tier list offline. We can talk about it tomorrow. I'll talk about it on stream tomorrow, but today I have like 5 things to do, and I'm probably gonna get 3 of them done. That's not the best girl to choose for that. There are implications for that. Damn, Yuli. People like human-sized zona holes. No stream over, Dan. I mean, that's a fetish, right? At its best, being bound to just being like arms and legs tied up like this, and then just being the Ona hole. at its worst, the amputee stuff where it's like, you know, the orc chop chop. But that's definitely a fetish. I don't know. That sounds like a, not at its worst, but the best, the tied up or being transformed. That sounds like a fun one-time fetish, but I wouldn't want to live life like that. You know, that sounds great for the one-time sex experience, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna go watch TV, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna lay here. Can't do video games anymore. I can wiggle my head, I guess. Wow, okay, guess I'll die. No. I need to decide on someone. Ugh. Chat, is Freya best mom? No. They're all best moms. Only portal tech was real. That's why you need a mimic to your prosthetic arms and legs. Oh my god. There's a artist I really like on Twitter named Rapscallion, and they did a mimic night, which it's like you get in a pot of tentacles. The tentacles, you know, slurp glorp and wrap you up, and then through your telekinetic connection to these tentacles, you can control the pot they're in, which is actually a suit of armor with weapons. So you control the suit of armor and you're super powerful, but you're getting fucking, you know, like the whole time. Okay, well, the person I was thinking of raiding, just raided somebody, so, Maybe we go to Baphomet. Hi, King Dragon. Well, that is a statement to join into. I'm so sorry, King. I have so many things to do that I'm, like, on my way out. But yes, there's an artist that, like, their name is Rapscallion. They drew a D&D concept for a Mimic Night. And it, yeah. It's a pot full of tentacles. I don't like this window. It's a pot full of tentacles, telekinetic connection through the tentacles. You control the suit of armor that the tentacles live in, but your health gradually goes down because the tentacles, you know, they're fucking you. Does this have a good window? No. Maybe this one does. That's just normal combo for him. Yeah. That's not even a window. How do you have the edge of a space station here? And it's just a wall. Alright, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. Why am I looking for a window? I don't need a window. I can just leave the spaceship. That's what I should be doing. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Freya and Yukio just watching me run around in circles. Now, we're not even in the spaceship. Hell yeah. That planet right there. Are there any other planets to look at? I feel like we always look at that one. Behavior. Look at me. Yeah. Okay. Where did I say we were going? We're going to Baphomet. Where's Chatterino? True, to be honest, chat didn't say it. Not an idiot. You are indeed an idiot. I feel like I have moments of intelligence and moments of holy shit, I'm stupid. Socials. / raid. Baphomet. Baphomet is the go-to place for tech news with VR equipment and VTubing equipment. She's also pretty cool. If you have any tech questions for stuff like that, she's the one to ask. Bye, Yu. Thanks for all your time, you in chat. Thank you guys for keeping me company. Thank you for putting me at 12 incline. That, I greatly appreciate it, and I super need a shower now. We did 7.1 miles. I'll be playing Planet Crafter with Senril in the Discord later. Well, I don't think it'll be my Discord. I think it'll be Core's Discord, because she's doing another YouTube premiere. And, yeah. I love you. Bye.